Dungeons and or dragons may be involved.
I mean, dragons and maybe or dungeons may be involved.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. So, we're back. It's been a couple of weeks. Not that anybody will have noticed other than us, because God knows and whether or not that will make sense continuity-wise. But hey-ho! We're back. It's the Wandering Party. It's these bunch of people I call people. I was going to say something ruder, but I'm not allowed to. I'm under strict orders not to be too profane today. Sadness. So, which one of you lucky souls would like to give us... I already ruined it. Oh well. Which one of you lucky individuals would love to give a recap of what happened last time? Since none of you guys are going to volunteer, I'm going to roll a dice, and it'll be a 5, so I'm not involved.
Can it not be me?
No, you're involved in this. Because you're a player.
But I'm also ordering coffee.
Yes, and you've had an hour and a half to do that.
And I forgot.
That's all right, it's Beth, so...
Okay.
Oh, for God's sake. What happened last time? Well, someone decided to eat a sweet, disappeared,
Oh, yeah.
ended up somewhere else, could have died,
Yeah.
didn't.
You're welcome.
And it is Zansk, and Ret Sam, I think? Was it Ret Sam that got the smothering rugs? Yeah, Zansk and Ret Sam got by smothering rugs, and we shot the hell out of them. The rugs and Zansk and Ret Sam.
Yeah, so in order to kill the rugs that were smothering them, you've only actually killed your party members.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
But
the other member of your party...
killing the rugs.
Yes, you killed inanimate objects. Congratulations.
Yes.
And on the plus side...
Inanimate, they were smothering.
On the plus side, while this was going on, your other peer was on the other side of the world, just casually chilling out. Like, I have made a mistake.
Yeah. I saw things I wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm. So, to provide a little bit of further detail, because about in 2 weeks is enough to dull Beth's memory, you guys built the stage and began on the some of the stands for your Battle of the Bards that you are creating as a trap for Pargo the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
As it turns out, when someone bulk bought rugs from a rug merchant in the street, 2 of those rugs happened to be rugs of smothering, which until they are activated by whatever criteria they're required, are completely indistinguishable from regular rugs. So no one could have known.
I totally didn't see it on your screen.
Don't look at my fucking screen then.
And just ignore it.
You should get like a DM partition or something.
Desk isn't big enough.
Desk partition, DM screen.
No. It's
I
not big
mean,
enough.
it'd be COVID compliant.
COVID compliant.
Mm-hmm.
You misunderstand. Social distancing isn't the thing where I can reach over and poke you in the side of the head. Like, look, poke. Ow. Don't poke me back. That's not how this works. Right. So, party members, you are in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Azantis, you've just walked in to where the rest of them are assembled after your little escapade. Chris is behind the bar pulling some pints, and there is a suspicious-looking apple juice just sat on the corner of the bar, waiting for someone to take it.
Suspicious-looking apple juice?
Yes, because this is a respectable tavern, and someone's invested in a non-alcoholic option, because they realise somebody doesn't like alcohol.
We do not shame non-alcoholic options here.
No, we don't anymore. Chris has learned. Chris comes from a drink-heavy society. Chris has learned his lesson, but he refuses to stock milk because milk goes bad too quickly.
I mean,
Oh.
you can bacon.
And Corey doesn't mute herself when the cats attack her.
Sorry. Probably think to myself, oh, it must be Blitz's. Look around. Is the I was gonna say, is the rest of my party here?
Rest of the party, where would you be in the tavern if you were hanging out?
I'm in our corner table writing.
Okay.
I would be downstairs praying.
Okay.
I'll be sat at the bar, totally not having a conversation with my bow.
and I'd probably be strumming along,
Excuse me.
trying to make a new song about Pongo expired.
That was the door slamming.
Oh my god. I'll get that later. Man, just phone calls left and right. I'm sorry. I'm skipping that. So Zansk gets my attention.
Zanth. No, yes. What's hard?
Words are hard.
Xanthus.
Yeah. Hi.
What? What?
What the fuck? Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna need to have a word with that confectionery.
Okay.
That's not what I expected to happen.
What did happen?
Well, I had a jawbreaker, and I ended up somewhere that I really shouldn't have ended up.
You still have said jawbreaker, by the way. It's wrapped in the tissue in your pocket.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've still got the bag.
If your jaw's not broken, it's a gobstopper.
It's a gobstopper.
Well, I didn't bite it, so I'll pull the bag out of my pocket and be like, "Yeah, this very powerful stuff."
Okay.
One slightly used
what happened?
gobstopper is placed on the table.
Ross, remind me, where did I go?
You ended up in the castle grounds of the city of Vinar, the capital city of the nation of Maisonnaire. Quite literally, the other side of the, well, not quite the side, it's the other side of the ocean from where it's another landmass. If you had to
say that castle name again.
The city name was Vinar.
Vinar, okay. Have you ever, I'm gonna go to the table and sit down across from Zansk and bring my voice down and be like, okay, listen. I don't know how it happened. Gotta talk to the confectionery. Have you ever been to Maisonnaire?
I mean, once, but not for long. We went to Godwin's home.
Well, you know, they say Vinar's lovely this time of year, and they're right.
Okay. And how the hell did you get back?
They have a very intricate teleportation system. Much better than ours.
It's usually expensive, though?
I think they ate this one.
Okay.
Either that or they're sending us an invoice. They didn't tell me.
I'll let Chris know.
Chris is like, not another invoice.
I'm sorry. You can talk to the confectionery.
Chris puts a small thing of like some beverage in front of you, Xanthus. It smells distinctly like warm liqueur. And on his other hand, he's holding the apple juice. He walks over to Blitz and hands it to Blitz as he's strutting up and down. Your apple juice, sir.
Thank you.
Fresh pressed. I found a local farmer who has a good orchard not far from here.
Posh twat.
Chris flips his hand to the bird.
I was talking to him, not you, Chris. That would be mean.
We dealt with the rugs, by the way. If you haven't figured that one out.
That's good.
Yeah, we finished building the stage.
Oh, that's good. Not like I was really all that much help with that anyway.
One might say you were upstaged.
Xanthus, can you do me a favor?
That was a pretty tall order.
He's folding the piece of paper that he's been writing.
Yeah.
Can you put this in your room?
In my room?
Yes.
Specifically?
Keep it somewhere safe.
Would it not be better just to keep it on my person?
No.
Okay. Then I'll take it and I'll go upstairs.
And if you could tell Chris where it is.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? Okay. So I'll go upstairs and I'll.
Just whatever now.
Hmm.
Well, let me just do it. Don't even
Hey.
ask.
Why bother? You didn't ask all that many questions about me randomly as teleporting. Might as well.
You said confectionery stuff. He was like, "Oh, I don't know magic."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that explains a lot.
So whilst the Zantis goes up, he's going to turn to Chris. Chris,
Yo,
the paper that I gave Azantes.
let me guess, a last will and testament?
Yes.
Cool. For the record, mine is in the safe, which is currently hidden underneath the distillery that, what's his name is using downstairs. Oh, the brewing stand the guy downstairs is using.
Good to know. Mine is wherever she put it.
That's really helpful. Means I'll find it really legit if
I
you all
did tell
die
her to tell
horribly.
you where it was.
No, I hear
we'll see
this.
if that happens. Probably.
Yeah, he's not, like, actually hiding it. It is more of a request than a will.
Right.
Do I get anything?
I don't have anything to give that you don't already part own.
Actually, he doesn't part own. You have never
Oh.
anointed him nor his ancestors to being members of the club. He air quotes with his 3 fingers.
We haven't?
No, you said you'd do it after you dealt with Parker.
I need to write an amendment. Write an amendment.
Do I
From downstairs, I hear Zed go, Zed, come back! Bring me the paper!
Chris is just like, look, I'll be glad one of us pays attention.
I mean, that's why we hire you. We pay you the big money.
You never actually asked how much I take as wages out of the...
We know.
Oh, good.
I can't actually do maths.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But if I didn't do them well, you wouldn't have taken over doing it.
I mean, if you didn't do it well, we'd probably be bankrupt and I'd still be making a lot more money than you. Anyway. That's not important right now.
Mm-hmm.
When Azantis comes down, eventually... Sorry, I know that you two are in the middle of chatting now. I'll wait.
No, you're fine.
You're done.
Chris wanders off.
Are you coming down, Azantis?
Yeah, I've stashed it somewhere.
Can I have your gobstopper?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Ask me when I get back from the confectionery.
Don't get them mixed up. Because if that one teleports people to bad places, as a last resort, we should use that on Pongo.
There's a lot of other things that could have happened. I don't think it just teleports.
Okay. Did they have any really super spicy stuff? I'm just trying to think of stuff that we could actually throw into his face. What blinds a dragon?
Pepper. Chilies.
I'm going to rub my hand in chilies. And... Okay.
Would, but should someone blow up my garden?
Oops.
I think the alternative was slightly worse. I did apologize for that, by the way.
It's fine. Few days.
Is it though?
Few days work and it'll be back.
Okay, so
I've got it in hands.
do we know if we've got everyone ready? And are we going to do it today? I mean,
The plan is to do it tomorrow morning.
tomorrow morning. That's when we're going to have the bard off.
Yes, the Battle of the Bards. And yes, we go from there.
Okay, do you think we should go and make some noise in the town, or is that's courting danger, isn't it? We shouldn't be doing any of that. I should just stop.
Well, I don't think we want actual people to be there, like commoners. Because that could go bad south. Quick. I think the idea was we use the scroll for moistening stuff. to make illusion of people.
Okay.
That is my understanding.
Right.
Alice,
Well, what time is it now?
You would be aware that it's growing quite a little bit later in the day. You have spent most of the day building the stage.
I think food, early dinner, and some sleep. Alice, did you pick your spot?
As far away from the stage as possible, but still within range. So yeah.
So you scoped the spot, specific place out?
I assume she would have done.
Would only make sense.
She would have found somewhere suitable.
So the thing about this area is it's mostly flat. Is the problem? You can see for quite a long. There's a good sight lines, but there's no hills, there's no natural cover in the immediate area around the city of Frey Hollow. It's almost like being a massive city. They've used the resources in the immediate vicinity. You were aware some people were constructing a stand, like a grandstand for people to stand in while you were, shortly after you were exculpated with the rugs. So it'd be fair to assume you'd have an elevated position there when you arrive in the morning.
Cool. She will explain that.
Good. Did someone tell the dwarves? I can't remember.
Looks to Rat Sam.
It's not in the room.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, he's downstairs.
I will
I
plot
go
off
to
to find
look for
him.
Rat Sam. Where?
Alistair.
I'm gonna run upstairs to my room and do some cutting of sheets and stuff. And then run down.
Chris suddenly fears for the bed linen. So Zensk and Alice head downstairs into the basementy area. There are 2 shrines set up in here, along with a large number of kegs, and what you can smell is a distiller and a brewing, like a distiller set and a brewer set. Red Sun, I believe you said you were praying, so you'd be over by the altars. And there is a dwarf hunched over, like the other dwarf that is resident here is hunched over the brewer's stand, just like he's working away on something, and you can hear it bubbling.
Alex will stand there quietly, just kind of watching, waiting to see how long it's going to take someone to notice that they're not alone in the room anymore.
The dwarf acknowledges your presence.
Sounds going to interrupt, but he will walk over to the second shrine, which I presume is Illustrious.
It is.
And just nod his head to it.
Mm-hmm. Conveniently, it puts you next to Retsam.
And then he'll wander back to Alice.
Retsam
Alice will just lean against the door frame, waiting for Rat Sam to be finished.
Retsam, very vaguely you become aware of a presence stood next to you for just a moment by the shrine to Illustri. Another moment passes, and you can no longer you're no longer aware of them.
Well, as they observe Ratsam, they're going to see he's got a couple of marks of Gond. You know how people kind of flip the coin between their fingers? Ratsam's doing that with 2 coins, back and forth across his fingers, kind of like some strange mechanism.
Show off.
You're not there.
No, but Alice will say it in Dwarvish.
We all pray in our own way.
I think we might need your assistance upstairs. She continues in Dwarvish.
No, we can wait.
Do you speak Dwarven, Zansk?
Oh, probably not, actually. No. Hang on.
I'm sure Zansk has been around Retsam enough to get a few of the insults.
Yeah, I can
Which
swear
case-
in Dwarvish.
Yeah, given the insults, you still have
Can I have
no
Dwarven
idea.
swearing?
No.
No,
You still have no idea what was just said in
Okay.
Dwarven.
I didn't realise there was.
Beth did say both
I
times.
know. I realise that now.
And then she will just kind of nod her head slightly as a when you're finished, and head back upstairs.
Red Sam will stand up, bow his head and say, "Whoa, Black Betty, Bambalam." Then turn around and pocket the coins. What can I do you for? Red Sam begins stroking his beard. Speaking in common,
I can't remember.
we sent word to the dwarves, yeah.
Oh, good.
We couldn't let the entire party go off without sending word. They'd never forgive me. They're already planning to crucify me. Is that
Good.
everything you wanted?
Actually, we were going to sit down and eat together.
Okay, but I call center of the table.
Sure. We can all eat around you. That smiles.
I can see someone pinging at the word reach round.
Mm-hmm.
What is for dinner?
Bacon pancakes.
I thought he was going to say sausage.
Cargo lethality level just increased.
Well, bad bits.
Oh, I just killed myself.
Sorry, where were we?
Not sausage. Okay.
I'm told Chris got some vegan sausages in.
Mm.
I mean,
I'm sure you can have like purple animal ones.
admittedly, I'm not exceptionally hungry today.
Well, a drink.
I mean, maybe if I had a good berry, I could force it down.
Druid about good, right?
What kind of druid are you? We could end up in a desert.
Druid prepped.
We could end up in some kind of desert with storms above us and rock formations and some weird mechanisms on over our shoulder.
We're in a tavern.
So?
Why would I have it prepped? I mean, I do, but that's not the point.
Well, we can at least go upstairs and be sociable.
Hmm.
Is it just the crew, or are we taking everyone for a meal?
And the crew? Maybe Chris?
Dartham, you hungry?
Oh, what? He looks up. Like, no, I'm in the middle of some...
He was very focused.
Got to socialise sometimes, Dartham.
Yeah, but beer fumes. I think I gotta stay here for a bit.
Well, I'm sure we can leave a plate for you.
Appreciated.
I shall, Misty step up the stairs.
Show off.
And with that, Rexit was gone.
Boom. Motherfuckers.
And for those of you at the bar, suddenly Rectam appears at the top of the stairs.
I'm here to bring tribute to Brewmaster.
How did you get up here before me?
He does that.
Alice finished walking up the stairs.
I think
What?
it's a paladin thing.
It took you forever to get here. I just walked.
No, you
Mhm.
didn't.
Yeah, I did. Maybe not to your understanding.
Face palms, goes and sits at the bar. So, can I ask you all a question?
He just did, so Chris says.
King of Dragons.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that insult.
No, nothing. It's fine.
That's what I thought.
Yes. So, other than, killing dragons, what is the actual plan tomorrow? Because no one's told me.
I think there isn't a plan after killing it because the chances of two going down, one going down is like this big, and two is like even bigger, like smaller, like
Is it
tiny.
bigger or smaller?
I don't know. This apple juice is quite strong.
It is just apple juice, is what Chris says. It is just apple juice. I made sure, not fermented in any way, shape, or form, just the way you wanted it.
Excellent. So all I'm
Any
saying
drunkenness is entirely based on your mental state.
Okay. Well, I think tomorrow, when this is all over, we either have the longest sleep ever, or I will be drinking with you guys properly. And then chaos
But you
will
never
ensue.
drink.
Pardon?
But you never drink.
I will on that occasion. We've not done it. Well, I've never. Dragon. Bad dragon.
What, so you've killed good ones?
No, I've never killed a dragon. Not yet. I don't think. No. Have you? No.
You guys have said you have allies.
Yes.
You got the dwarves that want to crucify Retsam.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
else?
Town guard.
They're going to be real useful.
Yeah, they are actually.
The town guard is there to protect the town. They will not be involved.
But they're still on our side. They are protecting the town. They may not be in the heat of battle, but they are still working with us.
The plan is to draw Pago out of the city by...
Battle of the Bards.
Yes.
That much I understood.
Affecting his ego.
He's a dragon.
Has
Yes.
anyone written a Pargo diss song yet?
I mean, I presumed, but Blitz was working on that. Step us, Blitz Fernanda.
I was going to say I do have the beginnings of one where it's talking about his dancing and how bad it is, and it's called Disco. Where it's disco here and disco here and disco here because he's got 4 legs, so he has to. Anyway, it worked in my head.
I like it.
Thank you.
We're going to offer him something of his that was taken from him, and a chance to prove all the rumors that we've spread wrong. Sorry, I say rumors, I mean truths.
Okay, so what is this thing he's going to want back? And what rumours have you been spreading?
When we were in his lair, I took something. Well, we took several things.
His
Some of
dignity.
which we threw into the ocean on a very long fishing trip. That was a good time. We should take a week off and do that again. So we spread some of his treasure in the middle of the ocean. The other I keep for special occasions.
And it is...
My sword. We're going to offer it up as a prize.
Wait a second.
Do you think he's honestly going to believe you'd give it up, though?
It is an amazing sword. I also think his ego won't be able to pass it up.
Ross, this is the first I'm hearing about this.
And we literally talked about it last session, but that's fine.
Was I there for that though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was pre-rug.
Mm-hmm.
This was pre-rug.
Don't get too wrapped up in that though.
Shh, rug it off.
I hate all of you.
I didn't say anything!
I don't know why I didn't ask this last time then. So why, or not why, would I recognize the sword?
No.
Okay.
You would never have been inside his treasure hoard.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah.
I hate to tell you this, you're not that important.
Bitch! Alright, cool.
Because
That's not making the cut.
your history with Pargo is very different to what their history with Pargo is.
Yeah.
Quite
yeah,
understandably.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So, legend-wise, would I recognise the sword? Does the sword have a name? She asks Sense.
No.
It's a stolen sword. How do you expect us to know?
Talk to it.
We are not taking it out of the bag.
Not taking it out of the bag.
It lives in the
Pogo
bag.
could trace
needed.
those sapphires you threw in the water.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he found those.
How long would he have been picking them up for?
He may not have even got them yet. Continental drift.
Don't ask me questions that I'm very tempted to answer.
He's
I
mega
want to
pissed.
know now.
Okay.
Did Parker go hunting all the sapphires that we spent 2 weeks?
Intelligence
Running
check.
to
Can
the
we
sea.
estimate how many might have found?
You could probably guess. Go on, roll me an int check, Rexham.
He has scrying. He would have found one eventually.
22! Not
Oh, no.
20!
Rexham, you're very aware he could scry, which means he could narrow down the locations pretty effectively. However, he'd be using ocean geography, which is like a little different. However, he could also, based on his rather, he's been around quite a long time. He could have gone, how far can you get out in a fishing boat without being on the sea for a ridiculous amount of time? And then he could have just gone, right, all he has to do is get within a certain number of 100 feet, and then he could use locate object.
But then he'd have to go and pick it up.
Yeah, he's a dragon. Do you think holding his breath is going to be a problem?
No, I just think that with those big claws, 1, 2,
So he just
3.
Equally, he could have just shoved his minions into, giving his minions some, temporary lead shoes and cast water breathing on them and just shoved them into the water.
The Benz is going to be a bastard, though.
Yeah. So, he doesn't care.
Yeah, survival is not necessary.
You just have to bring the treasure back before you expire.
So, and let's just say these rumors were less how do I put this? Complimentary about his bard skills.
So he pissed off a dragon and stole the prized possession from his hoard.
A
From his lair.
prized possession.
Yeah, it was just generic possessions in his hoard. The prized possession was really Elijah's husband at that point, I guess. That's what he was taunting us with.
Yes. He was not.
And
happy
it
he
was
saw that.
either taunt the bastard or bend the knee, and I already have a god.
And I'll never be subservient to anyone.
Roll me a religion check.
I'm not subservient. I see him as an equal because he treats me as an equal.
You can't be equal to a god.
He
Yeah,
likes
you-
me.
It's your relationship.
It's how you perceive your relationship with them, not necessarily if you see them more as.
What am I doing? Religion?
Yeah.
This will be funny. Six.
You're pretty sure you've come to the right conclusion. You're definitely his equal. Perfect. Somebody end my suffering.
Well fucking done.
Oh,
I've
well.
already served under a matron mother. I don't need another bitch in my life.
Ooh,
Zing.
spicy.
I don't get me wrong, completely understand the reasoning, but I still can't get my head around why you've gone about things the way you have.
What?
It's
We
to
just
get him
did what
away
we had to get out of his cave. He's been tracking us ever since.
And he's got minions, and to go to his lair would be a lot more dangerous than him coming into something that we've already organised. A surprise party.
Alice, the thing you have to understand about Pargo is he's a bastard. He can't handle such a blow to his pride.
That dragons.
Yeah.
I don't believe all dragons are like that.
No.
Well, now you're
I don't
just
think so either.
generalising. I mean,
Chris as he says this.
Not incorrectly, of course.
I mean, Chris isn't. I look and
But
smile at
apparently
Alice.
Chris isn't a dragon, so...
Nope.
Not a dragon.
Anyway, Pargo is very prideful. A lot of dragons are. And
Okay.
these guys did a really
Looking
good
at
job
Pargo.
in damaging his pride.
So you insult the guy's pride after stealing shit from him. That I understand. So, Battle of the Bards drew him out the city. The city guard are going to be helping keep the civilians safe.
And
Yes,
out of the
yes,
way.
yes. There is a blister on the main roof to keep him supportive of going towards the city.
Yeah, and then we have a dwarven army who think Ret sounds a heretic.
Only some of them think of that.
This is an important distinction. But they also dislike dragons.
Yeah.
And have agreed to help.
Because fighting a dragon is more important than fighting a heretic.
Is there any other support, or are we just waiting on the dwarves?
Red dragon.
We have the other adventuring party.
Ignoring the red dragon aspect of this for this moment.
We have the other adventuring party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Helping us set up
Oh,
with
yeah.
some of the magic. And within the fight itself. We expect he will bring his minions. I have hope that I cannot... What is the word I'm looking for? Cannot guarantee that this will also bring elements of the under city that have been battling with his minions for the last however long out to help. But I cannot guarantee that. It is
And
just-
she looks to Azantis and like, that's the Thieves Guild War, yeah?
Chris, these vegan burgers are really good.
You're welcome.
They're definitely vegan, right?
Definitely vegan. I mulched up the vegetable matter myself.
Oh, good.
Beetroot.
Kind of. The alehouse drake known as Brewmaster lands with a wet slap in front of Rexam. Ow!
Greetings, Brewmaster.
Yep. I misjudged that slightly.
It's okay, happens to the best of us.
Yep, don't drink and fly, kids. Don't drink and fly.
I'll try to remember that.
Good, good.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
You landlocked, podgy dwarf. If he had arms, like his wing curls round, if he'd had arms, he'd be just pointing at you with one finger drunkenly, like swaying. Instead, one wing has curled round and the tip is just like pointing vaguely in your direction.
Wait, I could actually drink and fly.
Don't do it.
Sounds fun.
The flying's okay. It's the landing you got to stick.
Alice looks at the Drake. She's like, he's so drunk he can't figure out what accent he's meant to be using.
But sure.
I have numerous voices when I speak your pathetic common tongue.
Okay, she will repeat it in Draconic.
And you, madam, can go and fuck yourself. Is what he says very eloquently.
Brewmaster, I have a favour that I must ask.
What?
If anything happens to the pub tomorrow,
Mm.
I must ask you to rescue Dartham, for he will not make it on his own outside in the world. And he will be able to keep you in beer.
I will help him reach the height of his brewing life. With my guidance and taste testing, he will become unstoppable.
Perfect.
Well, that's all we can ask.
So long as he keeps me imbibed, all shall be well.
I have no doubt he will keep you in the lifestyle to which you're accustomed.
Good. Speaking of which, I need a scratching post. My scales itch. I've got to scratch them off and I don't want to damage any of your tables.
mean, in fairness, don't some of the tables already have a significant amount of damage?
I mean, some of them are rubble.
Yeah, just scratch an area that's...
That's charcoal. Do you have any idea how difficult that is to get out from between your scales?
No, I'm not saying to scratch against the charcoal. I'm saying, like, find an area that's, like, slightly damaged that's going to get repaired anyway.
Chris,
And
you
use that.
steel wall behind the bar.
Why don't you just go find a tree outside or something?
Do you know what my species is called?
Drunk Drake.
Close. I'm an alehouse drake. Do you see what's in the name there?
He doesn't leave the house.
There you go.
He's civilized.
Exactly. I left the house once, got on a boat, bobbed along the ocean for a couple of weeks, wound up here. I'm not going back on a boat because, dear God, nope, no more boats for me.
I don't blame you.
I came here as an act of good faith. I'll be damned if I'm leaving.
Right. Okay.
Well, if the worst happens, get Dartham to take a keg that you can perch upon and find safety.
Yes. And then we will rebuild this place, and it will be better.
Yeah. Chris will be here. Chris will survive anything.
Chris is just looking at you very carefully. Mm-hmm. Because that's how you jinx that, is what Chris says very quietly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Alice, we also have the blister on the cart. On our travelling wagon.
Yeah, don't forget to say that. So the alehouse drake gets out to you. It's a big pointy, shooty thing. It fires points at people. Big points.
I figured until we can ground Poggo. That's probably Bread Salmon Blitz's best option.
Yeah, we need to get him down to the ground.
I have something that can do it, but it's not going to be easy for me to do.
We knock him down to the ground, and there's a good chance that we can keep him there.
I imagine he's going to turn up in some type of human form or something along those lines to actually participate in. He's going to want to show us his skills. He's supposed to be a great orator.
Or he might just decide to swoop in and flatten us in one go. We'll see.
Well, I'm calling
Yeah.
him out on that one.
New rule. None of us stand near each other. And not directly next to each other.
You think a 2 meter distance would be good?
I think that would be good as long as we're not in a line.
Clive,
That was inspired.
take the inspiration that...
Sorry, my cat's pulled the power plug out the back of the router and then I had to restart the computer.
Yeah.
What heroes?
Yeah, I apologise.
It's fine.
It happens.
So as you guys are talking, you are beginning to reach the later hours of the evening. Alcohols or apple juice, along with food and company, is beginning to get to you. The fire in the hearth that has been just about fixed is roaring. Chris is sat with his feet up as the pub is quiet because you're not open to customers. So he's basically pulled an armchair around from one of the rooms and has got a stool up, and he's just like properly reclining like an old man.
Attaboy.
He has like a glass of wine, which you're looking at it going, if he moves his fingers too much, like his claws are going to scrape on that glass like on a chalkboard. It'd be horrible to listen to.
I love that that's our concern.
But yeah, it's growing late. The food was good though.
I finished writing the amendment,
You finished writing the amendment, okay.
and I'll just hand it to Chris.
Chris takes it. This is the thing that you've definitely asked Santa's to go and get from him again because you didn't finish writing it properly.
No, I've just written out a new piece of paper.
Oh, right, okay. Chris takes the amendment. Okay. So I trust you're all going to go to sleep at some point soon then.
Yep. Early day tomorrow. Lots to do.
Zanski's going to head up probably first, which surprises all of you, because he'd normally be one of the last.
Yeah, because you don't sleep.
I know, but I have a plan.
That scares me.
I had right. I know. I'm firing on all cylinders and 3. I'm going to go up, but I'm going to turn around to our littlest friend here, because I've forgotten your character, Azantis.
Mm.
We need to make a song, because we're going to battle off, and it's going to have Pongo's name in it. I challenge you.
Oh no,
Not now. Tomorrow.
Now.
No.
No.
Not now.
No. I need to get the words right. I Okay. So the challenge is on. I challenge you to a Battle of the Bards tomorrow on stage, and our main person that we're going to be attacking verbally will be a large blue.
No, wait.
Act dragon.
Then you should be challenging him, not me.
But
I don't think that's how that works.
No, I challenge you, and then we'll challenge him.
Or he challenges you to see which one of you can get the better diss that finally forces the dragon to reveal themselves.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't know how.
I guess I don't know if that's how that works, but okay. You know it's not actually a competition, right? It's just it's just a front.
But we're going to be competing, so it is a competition. And I will challenge. Well, Zant's gone upstairs, so that's no good. But I will challenge Retson to get the first blow on him when he reveals himself in dragon form. I'm not going to challenge Alice because Alice has got a bow. I haven't got got a chance in hell. It's just like, let go.
She pats the bow a little bit.
Right. Okay.
Not a pet. Stop patting me.
Oh. Do you think of him as your son, like a bow son?
I'm going upstairs.
I'm going to go upstairs as well now. I probably made a faux pas in front of a piece of wood. Right. Good night.
As he leaves, just the back of your head, Alice, you hear, "I'm not made of wood, you prick."
She laughs. I'll let him know, don't worry.
Thank you.
Claire's just, to give you guys some context to why I look slightly perturbed there, Claire and I don't have any pencils or paper to hand. So Claire just painted on her hand the words Monster Manual in big letters to get me to give her my Monster Manual.
I need to check some things.
Please don't get paint on my Monster Manual. My hands are so
Kitty, I'm
late.
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
just wrote it off.
So,
Interesting.
who's the last to head up to bed?
Gonna be Red Sam.
Interesting, sir.
In that case, Alice will head upstairs and leave Ratsam to it.
You don't have to rush. You can stay and enjoy a drink with your favourite dwarf.
She kind of switches to dwarvish, as I don't think I have any favourite dwarfs. So if I did, you'd be up there?
I'm the one you're currently talking to. That makes me your favourite.
That, I can work with that.
It's good enough.
So, what exactly did you do to be classed as a heretic by half of your people?
Okay, so my god, Gond, is all about machinery. So it's about gears and cogs, it's about the tick of the clock, that kind of thing. I see a mechanism in how the world works. So it's not just about the things that have been made, but the things that grow. And many of my dwarven brothers don't appreciate a bit of greenery in our halls of rock.
Then maybe they should get out more.
Have you ever told a dwarf to get out of a cave? It's not very easy.
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah.
She says, thinking after a minute.
I mean, in fairness, even with my proclivities, it wasn't so much my choice to leave as banishment. But we don't speak about that.
I will remember not to mention it.
Don't worry, you'll probably hear all about it when the dwarves take me prisoner.
Well, hopefully, if we stop the dragons, they might have a slight change of heart and not crucify you.
Tomorrow is a factor of the enemy of my enemy. Once the dragon is done, they will want me to pay the price. And this is something I had to offer to get them on board. I think if there is some god pulling the strings of fate up there, even that choice might have surprised them. There was one thing I didn't really consider, though. But if I do fall tomorrow, just know that it's another turning of the world.
So what is it you didn't consider?
Seeing the shadow of my sister. The reason I was banished. Loving one sister is not a crime, of course, but sometimes protecting one's loved ones means that we have to do bad things. Or
She nods.
admit to bad things. But still, I believe that my part in the mechanism of the universe has put in more good than bad. I don't think anyone is truly evil. I think we have a balance, a purpose. Even a little bit of a devil can be a good thing.
Somewhere I get winces.
Out of moment, is the bottle of desecrated beer still behind the bar? Did that perish in the explosion?
You haven't actually looked. I mean, by all means, if you want to try and find it.
You know what? I think I'm going to try a sip, just a sip of the desecrated beer.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you walk over, kept in a bottle that is slightly blackened and looks like it's seen better days, is a bottle that has scratched out in the glass. Gits brew. It's both words are spelled incorrectly, as is typical for anything from the abyssal planes. Sorry, from the lower planes. But it's there. It's stoppered, so you'd have to pull the stopper out. But as you touch it, to pick it up, Red Sam, it is warm in your hand, uncomfortably warm, like it's wrong.
Well, beer in general is wrong.
Do you fancy a nightcap, Alice? As long as you're not too holy, I assume this won't do you too much damage.
You don't sound too confident about that, though.
Back in the day, we used to roll with some, with this devil of ill repute, Gits. And, of course, being in a room filled with me and Zansk, that's enough holy to piss off a commoner, let alone a devil.
Yeah, I am aware.
So, he wasn't... He was one of us, even though he's a devil. And after all this is done, and if I make it through my trials, we will be going to rescue him. But this is his brew, because even a devil needs somewhere to call home.
try a bit.
Right, I'm going to pour out 2 tiny measures of this, like literally just covering the bottom of a shot glass, because I'm pretty certain it's going to fuck me up.
All right. So do you both take the small shot of Gid's brew?
Yeah.
Yep, I've got my shot glass right here. Let's do this.
You can both roll me wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
That's different.
That's
I
a 13
totally
from
should have
me.
called my inspirations.
No, because you're standing next to me. You get a +4 to that.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm the
Red
one who
Sam.
messed up.
Simon, I'm going to send you a message.
Oh no.
I await your message with bated breath.
Yeah, you say that now.
Seriously?
Okay, I'm confident that I can pull that off.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, it's going to be tricky. It might take a bit of roleplay out of me, but I think I can pull that off.
We'll see. We'll see.
So how does it taste?
So this brew, as it slides into your mouth, is spicy, and it clearly wasn't completely untouched by the explosion. As you can almost taste a little bit of like, you're not sure if it's charcoal or there's a slight hint of almost like that like how sulfur smells. It's a bit peculiar. For Alice, it goes down like relatively easily. Like that was a bit of a variety, a bit of an odd palate. For you, Red Sam, it itches. It leaves this horrible itching and scratching as it goes down your throat. Like it's like your body is trying desperately to say, "No, don't put this in me. Please stop."
Yep.
But
I can feel that. I actually can relate to that feeling.
mm-hmm. But it settles in your stomach like a lead brick.
Oof.
Right. That. What would you think?
I don't think I would want to have any more than I just did. Yeah. Kind of.
Well, the good thing about the desecration is much like a good holy wine. We just need to keep topping up the bottle, and it maintains.
What is it exactly?
You don't know, Retsa.
Well, it's something.
You don't know, do you?
It was made by a devil
Yeah,
to follow a devil's laws.
It's a devil's brew. That's all that matters.
She looks around to make sure she hasn't grown a tail or anything.
John, the good news or bad news?
I don't know.
You're absolutely fine. The bad news is you really want to go to sleep now because that really did not sit well in your stomach. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to stop drinking now.
Yeah, she, after double checking, she doesn't have a tail. She kind of pushes herself up to her feet, and grabs Sal, and she's like, I think I need to sleep now. Not exactly sitting right.
You literally drank something made by a devil and you're going to complain about feeling like shite.
Yeah. Moral support. She kind of thumbs up, not quite sure if it's at Sal or at Sam, and then she will stumble upstairs.
Yeah, Red Sam's going to crash out in the booth.
So, is anyone else going to attempt to do anything?
About how long has it been? Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody else say something?
I am in the morning.
Oh, okay. I think once things get quiet, Xanthus is gonna poke her head out of her room. Things seem dark. All the rooms are shut. Yes.
Yep, everyone is like it's darkness. You can hear snoring coming from downstairs.
Okay.
The firelight still flickers slightly from downstairs, but you get the impression no one's fed it in at least an hour or so by this point.
Okay. I'm going to sneak downstairs.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you reach the bottom of the stairs, carefully and deftly avoiding the ones that creak. And you can see Red Sam's feet poking out of the booth that you guys normally use. He's clearly fallen asleep down here. And almost, like, not quite, like, at an angle to the fireplace is Chris, still sat in his chair, with his feet up. You note he still has, like, a dribble of wine left at the bottom of the glass he's holding, though he's holding it more loosely, and you can see his head is lulled back. You get the impression he's probably about to fall asleep, but he's dozing. He's not quite there, but he hasn't spotted you or heard you.
I'm going to kind of hang there at the bottom of the stairs for a bit and watch.
A couple of minutes pass, and you hear a second low set of snoring joining Red Sam's. And you see a little, like, as the Chris breathes out, you see a little trickle of flame just lift up out of his nostrils.
Yeah.
Maybe he's fallen asleep.
How does the wine glass look?
It's still held there, but you can see it's resting on the claws. Like, if he moves too much, it'll slide, and you're pretty sure it'll make that horrible noise, and it'll wake Chris.
Yeah. So I'm going to slowly make my way over there and try to get the glass out of his claws.
Okay. Roll me another. So roll me a stealth check and then roll me a sleight of hand.
19 stealth and 19 sleight of hand.
Damn. So you get over to Chris without, like, pretty much silently. You're pretty impressed. Bear in mind you're walking towards a light source. You reach out. You very carefully lift the wine glass just out from his claws so that they don't scrape. And you're now holding a wine glass that has maybe a millimeter or two of liquid left at the bottom.
Okay. Taking the wine glass, I'm going to walk out the door.
Okay. Yeah, you sneak out, not a problem.
Okay. I am headed up to the temple.
Okay. It takes you 15-20 minutes moving at speed. There's no one around now. It's very, very late in the day. It is, of course, still raining.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah.
And you make your way up the streets towards the temples.
Yeah.
And a few moments later, you are confronted by the three major temples around the central square.
Yes. Obviously, since they are locked, and I would probably be aware of that, I'm not looking to get into that one. I will just stop at the shrine outside the front of it. I'm gonna empty out the remains of the wine from the glass that I took. And pulling the bottle of whiskey from my bag, I'm gonna pour a little bit in. And I'm going to set it at the shrine and just kind of sit there for a bit.
Okay. And you're just going to sit there quietly in the rain and pray?
Yeah.
Cool.
We can just see Claire's disembodied arm.
Yeah, it's kind of disconcerting.
I licked a hand because you put it right in front of my face.
I saw that.
She deserved it.
So I've got the wine glass sitting between me and the shrine, and I've gotten that amulet out, and I'm just kind of I'm sitting there with my eyes closed and I'm playing with it. I'm just fiddling with it.
Okay. It's very cold out in the rain, so roll me a Constitution saving throw.
16?
Cool. It's not bothering you so much as you quietly you realize you're going to take on water, basically. But,
Yeah.
Hey ho. How long do you remain there, just praying?
Until I get sleepy. She knows she's gonna have a hard time. Tomorrow's the big day, and she's nervous as shit because she doesn't know what's gonna happen, and that's got her just absolutely terrified. So she's probably gonna be there a while. She may even doze off once or twice.
So you've been kneeling there, you've got your eyes closed and your head is bowed, in thought and in prayer. You don't really notice how long the time passes, but you jerk periodically. You're not quite sure how long extends between each one of these, but after a while, you can feel that just need to sleep roll in, and your eyes you blink, your eyes open, rainwater splashing against your face as you realise you had leant quite far forward to a point where your nose is almost near the ground. As you pull yourself back up, right, so you're actually so you're actually kneeling. You note the wine glass is empty.
Do I notice any obvious?
Nope, there's not even any water in the wine glass. Bear in mind it's raining.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't notice any obvious footprints or anything besides mine.
Nope.
Okay. I will stand up, kind of give a nod, take the wine glass, and head back to the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you push the door back open, and if you're trying to be quiet, then you just stealth again. Bear in mind you're waterlogged, which means you're not going to be as quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. You step into the tavern. As you put your feet, your foot in on the dry floorboards, there's that squelch. You pause for just a second, hearing it, and you're like, oh. But then you can just hear a freight train in the corner booth. Just the inhalations and exhalations of Red Sam.
What about Chris?
Chris is still reclined. He's asleep. He's very clearly asleep.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to make my way up. Oh, go ahead.
Make your way across the bar floor. You do note you leave damp footprints behind you.
I'll put the wine glass over on the bar and make my way upstairs.
You hear very quietly, I'll have to mop that up and lock the door,
I'll lock the door. If you wake me up in the morning, I'll take care of that.
No, I'll get it. You go up to bed.
Okay. And I've got Goddard's amulet stashed in my shirt, and the scrying amulet is out.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go lock the door and walk upstairs.
So you head to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the following morning.
I like to think it's 1 a.m.
Okay, so later that night.
After I've had my 4-hour nap.
After you've had your 4-hour power nap, Mr. Elf, power gamer. Zansk, you awaken after your meditation, refreshed, restored, and ready for a full day. It's 1 a.m.
I got a lot to do.
Right. I am going to need more beer. So, what are you doing?
Pick up Flicker.
Do I have time to go make tea, is the question.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to pick up Flicker.
Yes.
And carry him.
Okay, Flicker is
She's
asleep.
going to sleep. And I'm going to head out.
Okay. Oh, you head downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll me a stealth check?
Sorry, she's in the middle of prepping spells.
You don't wake either of the two people who are sleeping down here up.
It's not hard.
You
Hey.
are aware. You are aware the front door and back door are probably locked.
Mm-hmm.
Chris has the key.
I can. I would have a key. It's my tavern. I live here.
Did you ever ask Chris for a key?
I live
We were
here.
given a key?
Yeah. We would have keys.
Would you?
Yeah.
What happens if we come back in the middle of the night from adventuring?
You wait. Or you send to Chris.
You know we don't.
Fine, you open the door.
We'd end up breaking a window and then drinking.
Chris knows this.
You unlock the door. You walk
I
outside.
do. I walk up to the temple district.
Fucking hell, okay.
I'm
This is a
heading to
covert religion 101, guys. Like, come on.
It's not really covert. I just had stuff to do.
Okay, you head up to the temple district. Still raining.
I
Still
will
weather is
head
piss off.
to a listery.
Okay, you head underground.
Mm-hmm. Is one of the brothers there or the...
You find
Mother.
a gate
Mhm.
that is locked.
Come on, and they're all drow.
Yes. They also, too, need to rest. And like
Mhm.
you, unlike you, their night prayers were about an hour ago. So they'd gone to bed. They only need 4 hours.
Fine.
The morning prayer is at 4 a.m.
That's fine. I will head to the main temple,
Okay.
because there will be someone awake. There's always someone awake in the main temple, I'd imagine. I knock quietly.
There's a surprise noise from the side, and then a lock is thudded open, and a viewing hatch opens. You see a pair of eyes just blinking at you. What?
I apologize, it is late.
Yes.
I would like to look at your archives regarding law for a few hours.
You've gone to a temple to look about law.
It is religious law.
I mean, there's the tenants on living. We don't really have codified law.
You don't have rules around trials?
That
Religious
would-
trials?
I mean, we've not really needed them.
But you're about to have a trial of a heretic here. Why would you not have them?
Which temple are you at?
The main one.
There's 3.
The one where I always go. God's temple.
They're looking at you like, well, yeah, but it's a new religion, and it's not our faith that's having a trial of a heretic.
Then I guess we should write some. Because surely they would be subject to your rule rather than their own.
I mean, generally, for the sake of religious separatism, you allow people to conduct their own religious.
Yes, but this is not their country.
Point of interest. Red Sam's trial was not scheduled to occur here. He agreed to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Sans doesn't know that.
I'm
You
just
never told
reminding Ross.
Oh, I remember. But why would we hold? At that point, you're then asking about, national law versus religious law. Because
Yes,
then
but
if
I
you're
would imagine
subjecting
you
it
would
to
have a
national law...
copy.
No,
Why not?
because we're not, the legal archive.
I don't actually have time to go to the legal archive tonight.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not open now because it's the middle of the fucking night. If you'll pardon my draconic.
I'm Drow.
Yes, you are a minority.
I have a lot to do today.
It's the middle of the night. The daytime is when the sun is up.
Yeah, that time sucks.
Yes, but that's called daytime, which is when normal people do things.
It is. Should we at least get a cup of tea? You look like you need a cup of tea.
I have the kettle
I have
on.
3 hours to kill. I was
Right.
really hoping you would have books I could read.
No. I mean, the main bookshop got blown up a couple of years back.
Really?
Was it a couple of years? Yeah, a year, 2 years. I mean, yeah, you guys were here.
Oh, part of that whole dragon
Yes.
thing called...
Yes, that one.
That sucked.
Yeah. Most of the other law books are held by the National Archives, which aren't even in the city.
I mean, maybe you could help me a little. I would not ask, but it is important.
You hear the viewport slide shut, you hear a door, like the bolt go on the door. A
An
little
equally
door
key.
a little door opens out of the bigger door. It's like, look, the kettle's on. You can have 20 minutes. What do you want?
How would a trial like that work?
Well, generally, you'd have someone who is accused of something like, say, heresy.
Yes.
They'd read out the accusations. Bear in mind, this religion hasn't actually had any trials for heresy, so you bear with me if I'm a little hazy.
Understandable.
You'd have the accused who there'd be somebody presiding over it. They would read out the list of accusations against the accused, basically saying, here is why you're accused of heresy. This is the potential, outcome. Does anyone stand to have any defense against this accusation of heresy? If so, now enter your plea. Or if not, now enter your plea, blah, blah, blah.
He has to do it, or someone else could do it?
I mean, in theory, if you appoint somebody else could go there with him. But
He's never going to appoint someone else. That boy will die on his own sword.
I mean,
Foolish dwarf. Not you. Said dwarf.
I'm not a dwarf, says the human you're talking to. Like,
Just checking.
I'm taller than you.
True.
Calling me a dwarf. I'm just because I've got a beard. Rude.
That boy will fall on his own sword.
Yeah, I mean, it's the nature of some people.
I do not want to go against his religion, but I cannot just stand by.
Well, then you could do something.
Like,
Don't tell him that you're going to stand with him regardless. If you absolutely have to, you could murder the living stuffing out of a load of very nasty people.
it seems like it's not actually going to help his defense.
I feel like it's not, but I mean, have you heard the snoring?
Is that what that rumbling is?
Yes, you can hear it from here, and they're 3 floors down.
You can hear it down in the taverns.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, if I have to go to the dwarven place, isn't that there'll be more of them and it'll be worse?
Yes.
Oh, I'm never.
You may also die because you're a drow.
True.
They're not like we are over here. Not accepting over there.
Well, let's be honest. You guys are only accepting because, one, the guild tells you have to be. Because I'm a member of the guild.
You are missing one of the underlying points of the founding of
Also,
Primal.
I helped save the city.
Yeah, but that's not why we're accepting.
Oh?
You're entirely you're missing the entire point of Primal. Primal is what people would call a melting pot. If you notice the fact there are species here that don't exist anywhere else in the world,
I don't really know enough
we
about the
take
world.
the world shunned.
Interesting.
You know,
I kind of like this
the
place.
unwanted masses.
You're quite a good talker.
I do sometimes. It's the night shift. You don't really have anyone to talk to, so it just sort of keeps coming out like vomit.
Would you like to teach?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
We're kind of working on...
Stop
Yes,
trying to
well.
recruit me. I am a member of the church and not a particularly high ranked one at that.
Well, you don't have to be. It's about sharing your viewpoint with others.
My viewpoint is a
Think of
kind
it
of...
like an evening class
Oh,
once a month.
the kettle's boiling. He wanders over to the kettle. He makes a cup of tea.
Zensk will literally ask you like questions about religious lore and just generally chat and try and understand a little bit more for the next 3 hours.
You spend the next 3 hours like watching this member of the clergy verbally dodge every single one of your questions because he doesn't have an answer for you because you're asking about a religion that isn't his own.
But he's asking about, in general, how
Yes.
things... Because he doesn't know.
And the point that is made repeatedly is religions are so varied. Sometimes you have like the Church of Lolth. Sometimes you have like, the Church of, say, Ogma.
Well, I wouldn't really call the Church of Lolth a church, for starters.
Yes,
It is more
but you
like
get my
a
point.
girls' school.
But you get my point. You have the accepted clergy who act in one particular way, and that is that. And then you get the other one that, like, everybody learns a thing.
Like Mean Girls.
I'm done.
That play.
I'm done. Says the clergy. Get out. You've had your 3 hours. Fuck off.
I'm heading back to my church now. I've got things to do.
When you arrive, there is a drow stood at the gate, like, unlocking it.
Good morning.
He jerks slightly, turns around. What the hell are you doing here at this time?
I was actually hoping to catch a martyr early.
Pardon?
Amara. What the mate's her mother? I have a...
I mean...
He motions to the dog.
Oh, she's they're both downstairs. I think they're in morning prayer.
Then I should attend morning prayer. It is probably not a bad thing today. You'll head in and just go sit and pray.
The drow amongst the group, amongst the faithful for this church, they're all present. And you carefully sit at the back. A few people notice you. The matron eyes you as you walk in.
I just nod to her.
And you get the impression she's disappointed in you.
Flicker snores.
As she hears the dog snore, the glare intensifies.
Matron's mother's glares mean nothing to me anymore.
Okay, and that's another nail in your coffin. So you hear her going into prayer, like she's partly through a sermon, and there's a quiet next to you.
Hello, Amara.
She says, "Hi. You know, you can hear the dog snoring almost as loud as you can hear the dwarves snoring from."
I know. It is, I actually wanted to ask you a favor. Really, it concerns my dog.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. I'm about to do something very dangerous.
Yes, like fight a dragon, I know.
And I was kind of hoping you'd take care of him for me whilst I was busy.
Oh, yeah, I could look after a dog. How much trouble is allowed to get in?
Probably less than you. But not by much.
Oh. Yeah, I'll look after him.
Thank you.
No problem.
I will wait till the sermon's over, and I will wake the dog.
The dog's not looking used to being transported under your arm in
And
the
I
rain somewhere. It's like you just bathed him.
I will ritually cast Speak with Animals. Like, he's doing it quietly whilst he's waking the dog up.
The dog is... There are words that dogs shouldn't know that are rude and dwarven.
I look up. You have got to stop listening to Red Sam. Or is it the brewer? Is it Darwin? My brain blanked.
Yep, mine's just gone blank as well because I was answering
I wanna say
questions.
Darwin.
Son, what's the name of the dwarf that you have downstairs in the brewing tools?
Dartham?
Dartham, that's the one.
Or is it Dartham?
Oh, you're talking to me now?
Yes.
Oh, this is new.
We talk once a week.
Yeah,
Once a
but...
few days.
Yeah, but it's not me. Stop doing this. Do that.
No.
Stop peeing in the flowers.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't mind not peeing on my flowers.
No.
I mean, I made you a perfectly good little wild area you could use.
The whole garden is mine.
We'll discuss this later.
Nope. Let me
you
guess.
spend the day with Amara?
Stay with Amara or you sound stupid.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Before you go.
Nope.
Mika.
Come back. Don't die.
Mm-hmm. And if I don't come back, what's he going to do?
Follow Amara around like a lost puppy.
Good boy. Remember, get her in as much trouble as possible.
Yes.
I pat his head.
He walks over to Amara and just sits down.
And
Amara just pats him.
I leave some of his special boots with her.
The eyes are just locked on the boots. You just see the dog's head track them.
And I will stay for the rest of the service. And then I will head back up to the tavern.
Okay. So for the rest of you, as you finally awaken the following morning, you can smell food. Good food, lots of food.
Ablutions and go down and eat.
There is a buffet laid out for you guys, like nothing else. Like it's a lot of food and it's a lot of well-made food. There's no fancy streamers or anything. Like it's not a big showy thing. It's just here is food. You need this food. You can pick what food you'd like to eat. Enjoy. sort of buffet.
There's a vegan section, right?
Yes, there's a vegan section.
Red Sam will be eating heartily before anyone can get downstairs.
Blitz,
Like 5
Red
a.m.
Sam has his face buried in a platter of food when you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. If it's making him happy, that's good.
Chris is like mopping the floor.
Alice will eventually make her way back downstairs as well. Eventually. Smells really good.
Beer, 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 tiddly beer.
The dragon buns, the grumbles. I'm cooking. It's my thing.
Red Sam will eat from behind the bar.
Oh boy. So behind the bar, you find a lot of peanuts.
He can take a plate of food behind the bar with him.
He
He's
can.
part owner of this place. He can do that.
I mean,
He's going to
no.
say no, Zansk.
Zansk's not currently in the tavern.
Red Sam doesn't know this.
I'm just saying, behind the bar as well, when you sit down to eat behind the bar, you find a load of peanuts.
I want to investigate the peanuts.
Roll me an investigation check.
Could maybe Brewmaster help?
Nope.
Yeah. Can I get Brewmaster to help on this so I get advantage?
I'm afraid Brewmaster can't assist you because his assistance would be futile. And Brewmaster will not dignify that a futile attempt.
7.
Brewmaster from the top of the bar. Yep, those are peanuts.
Yeah, from the top of the bar, you just say, "Ooh, peanuts!" And then a drake lands on your shoulder and just like buries his face in this tub of salted peanuts. Nom nom is all you hear.
And what can I divine from these peanuts?
That they're about to be gone because Brewmaster is now eating them.
The evidence. Oh no. What will I
They
do?
are peanuts.
I'm going to go to pouring a beer for Brewmaster.
Fair
They're
enough.
tasty treats. Azantis will make her way down.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, the door creaks open and Zatsk walks in as well.
I'm not
Oh my god,
particularly
you're
hiding.
adorable.
No.
I know I'm fabulous. You've seen this face.
I said adorable and I was talking to my cat.
Okay, well, you said it out loud, and I will take it wherever I like. I'll take the compliment when I can get one.
I mean, you're adorable too.
There you go. That's what I needed in my life.
Yeah.
Sinclair, that's called positive reinforcement.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's called sucking up to the DM.
Ow!
Well, we know who's dying first.
Damn!
So, you have a hearty meal in front of you. Some of you are eating it, others are not. Some are consuming peanuts, some are not.
I genuinely eat, and then I go take a tidbit, go to feed it to Flicker, and then remember.
Flicker's not here.
Aw.
It's the furthest he's been away.
Mm-hmm. So, it is the morning of the Battle of the Bards.
Not eating very well. I'm
Right.
kind of I'm just like picking at my food, really.
Alice
There's-
is doing really well.
There's the door creaks open again, and you hear, "Good morning," from a very excitable-looking halfling.
Oh dear.
Morning, Filch.
Hiya! We're here. We've arrived. We're on time and on schedule.
Oh,
And there's
good.
food aplenty
Carry
for
the
all of you.
barrels up.
Food, says the halfling as he skips over. Behind him trail the rest of his party. Which, for those of you who need a reminder, consists of a regally dressed drow. A drow that looks like they're more than happy to go romping through a forest. Someone who looks distinctly like Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series.
Alice smiles, she waves. Morning.
He offers her a nod.
Tart.
Oh boy.
Giggity.
And
I'm saying nothing.
and an older sort of
my
half elf who's balding at the top,
Sorry.
and his skin has liver spots across his face. leaning heavily on a staff, walks in as well, and then the door is shut behind him.
Ross, you always give me shit about how I've like picked up European phrases and stuff like that, but like hearing somebody from Britain or the UK or wherever, somebody from Europe say giggity just makes me happy.
Why? It's from a TV show. It's not culturally American.
Is it not?
No.
I mean,
Where is it from? I've only ever heard of
American Dad. No, Futurama.
Family
No,
Guy.
that's the one.
Family Guy.
It's literally based off American stereotypes, though. That's what
Okay,
the
then yeah.
show is.
Yeah.
It's like the
Point still stands.
Guido laughter. That's all.
Point
Although-
stands!
I agree, Courtney.
But when it's in a culturally known, like a universally known animated series, it doesn't really count.
It does.
Well, no, that'd be like saying that something that is in Star Trek is culturally American when it's not. It's a worldwide thing. Family Guy is known worldwide.
So, Battle of the Bards, yeah?
Okay.
That's
You
what
guys
she
are
said.
talking about culturally something else. Like Phil just sat there looking between the debate that's going on, going, giggity.
So once I had my fill, what time are we meeting up at the bandstand thing? So I need to get off quickly.
Giggity, as the village says.
You've got a private room. You can go get off all you like.
Thank you. So what time are we meeting there?
Village says, that's a good question.
Yeah, we should start early. We
That's-
need to get stuff
Nope.
ready.
Phil slaps his hand over his mouth. Nope, can't keep saying these things.
We're going to take it far. This is going to be great.
That's what she... No.
No.
Yep. Okay, so what time should we say there? 10 o'clock? What time is it
AM or
supposed to start
PM?
anyway?
Whenever the dwarves wake up and arrive.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need to go and see an armourer about Cat.
Yes, you do.
What?
Don't judge him.
Sorry, Alice is sat there just quietly choking in the corner.
Isn't that one of those sayings?
No.
So, why do you need to go see an armourer about a cat?
Isn't it an armourer about a cat, man about a dog? I don't know. Right, I'm going to eat my fill and I'll see you there. I'll probably be there early.
I will start moving the truck.
Do you mean the carriage?
Yes.
Wagon.
Trying
It's
to think of an
a
appropriate word.
carriage. It is a carriage. A carriage is the appropriate word.
All right.
The medieval historian in me just died a little bit inside.
Hugs.
Claire has just... Can you just angle that down just a mite so that it's not in the corner of my eyes, please? Because my eyes already hurt from working today. Thank you. That's
Don't
a good
work.
choice.
Problem solved.
Yeah, I wish that
Yeah.
was the case. So, you have time to plan and to act.
Time is the last thing I want right now.
It is 9 a.m. What, as Blitz walks out, is there anything else people wish to undertake as final preparations prior to the Battle of the Bards?
I'm still kind of picking at my food for a little bit, and I'm finally just like, okay, I can't do this. So I push the plate away, and I'm gonna head for the door.
No, you're not.
What do you mean? No, I'm not.
Where you heading? We've got to coordinate today.
To the stage. I haven't seen the finished thing yet.
Right, why don't you help me load the carriage?
We are
and
on the final
go?
day. Do not separate. We will move as a group, just in case we are being observed.
Why
Blitz has
didn't
already
anyone
walked
say
out.
that before the other guy went?
I trust Blitz.
We trust Blitz. I can't be scried on. I'll be fine.
It's not
You
about
do want to
scrying.
stop at the
I can't
patient
just sit
disappear.
here.
Give me 5
is
seconds,
when-
you bloody impatient. I'm going to literally cut a strip of cloth off of my ceremonial robe, which is white inlaid with saffron, I will remind you. I will pull my 3 friends together. That's Alice, Azantis, and Zansk. I will get them all to hold on to this, and I will cast Aid at 3rd level, so they get 10 hit points apiece on top of their maximum.
So while he's casting this, Blitz.
Like I say, I trusted Blitz on this.
Blitz, you walk across the square to the armour shop. You can see that the smoke rising from the chimneys out back. You can already hear the sound of metal being hammered, even at this hour. As you push the door open, the little bell tinkles. And there's a moment that you hear the last impact of the hammer, and you hear the hissing of something being quenched out the back. And the burly red dragonborn in his apron plods round. Oh, hello again.
Hello. I'm just coming in to check if anything's ready for me. I'll take whatever's been ready and made.
I mean, I've got a good chunk of what you asked for, provided you got the other part of the payment.
I've only got the armour, which I was going to give you, wasn't it?
Yes.
Take it off. Hand it to him.
He nods. He puts it on the countertop. And he goes, 1 minute. He plods out the back. You hear it. No, fucking get out from under the fucking. You hear a thud, and that's quite sharp. Before the dragonborn plods back in and thuds the armor you've ordered onto the countertop.
Excellent.
Now, here's the fun bit.
Getting in it.
Fit the bastard.
Okay.
Now, there are some additional... remind me, which armor did you order? Was it splint? Or was it lighter than that?
I think it was light. I can't remember. It wasn't full plate or anything like that. I think it was...
It was the lightest you could get, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was half plate, wasn't it?
Half plate, yeah.
Yeah, so I got some extra plates, he says, just in case you need some more room. Or I can take some out if you need less room.
Okay.
So he hoists it up. Arms up.
Right. Do what you need to do. We need to be quick.
All right.
Because I have to get used to it.
And he basically, he drops the armor over your head. Your arms go through the arm sockets, and this weight is suddenly on your shoulders. Right. The armourer is now walking around you like he's inspecting a mannequin. Keep your arms up.
I'm trying.
Right. Quit being a wimp. And you feel tight, straps being tightened, armor plates, being something added, something removed, depending on where they are on your body. And you hear him go, right, brace, and then bang on your back. Yep, it's all sorted. Good and fitted for you.
Thank you.
No problem.
I might be back later on getting some things out of it later, just so you're aware. And then I'll clunk off.
Right. Well, good luck, I guess. Do come back.
Hi. Okay.
Well, you're an adventurer. Good luck is, good for you guys, right?
Right. I'll clunk back to the tavern. That was quicker than I expected, and I forgot it was only across the road.
Mm-hmm. So, Redsum, you finished casting the spell, and the rest of the part, the rest of your 3 friends, air quotes, now have aid cast on them.
Redsum, you should probably take this, and I'll reach into my bag of holding, and I'm going to pull out my brazier and give it to Redsum. You know what to do, right?
Fire plus bowl equals Steve.
Yes.
Science.
That's exactly how science works. Do you want to sign?
Science is the proper application of element plus bowl. Boom.
Also, I have these. And I will hand a potion to Redsum, a potion to Xanthus. I'll keep one for myself, and I'll keep the second one until Blitz comes back.
What potion is this?
Chris procured this for us. It is Lightning resistant. I looked at Alice. I do not have enough for everyone, and you're going to be further out.
I'm not planning on being close enough to get hit by more lightning again. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Have I walked in at this point when you're doing this?
You would just walk in just as she's saying, I'm not giving you one.
Blitz. I have one for you.
I think Alice could do with that. I can protect myself.
You can.
Better safe than sorry.
I'm not planning on being close enough, and you're now made of metal.
Yeah,
but
you
the
might
fact
need
that
that.
you're going to be at distance means that you will be a individual target.
And I made you something.
You did?
And I walk over to Alice. Right, so you have to put this around your throat, because I heard that you're going to be on a hill or on a knoll. It's a bow tie, okay? Because every good assassin wears a bow tie.
Oh my god.
I look at the rest of the party as if asking.
It was a clean bed
clarification.
sheet. It was a clean bed sheet.
Okay.
It was from Retsam's room. I think it was clean.
I haven't been in there since laundry day.
Fine.
Every good assassin need a bow tie?
Yes,
Because
Why?
you've got to look classy.
especially when you're shooting someone from far away. Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Right. Take the potion because I don't think I'll be. Remember that thing can cover speed, land. It's got wings.
But you are more likely to be around others.
Okay.
And this will save you speed. I will give Alice. Let me double check. Wandering funds, maybe. Yes.
And gold.
Four standards. I will give Alice 3 standard healing potions.
You don't have that many.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. This is what's not been used.
Read the one.
Yeah, 4 standard potions from Cornelius. 3. This is a separate one.
Right, okay.
So I have 7 in total.
Okay. Oh, you don't, because one of those is with a git. If I'm 99% sure you
No,
used
he
it
used
to save
his.
someone life.
Blitz, 1 each and 2 for Blitz.
I'm pretty sure the
One
two
with Git,
for
but Git used his.
yeah, to save someone else's life. Cool. So, you doled out potions.
You said that's standard, yeah?
Yeah. I only have standard.
2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
How many did you say that I have?
I will give you 1 standard healing potion.
Okay.
Gets rid of those.
Alright, Kitty, you gotta sit down.
Rexam, Blitz. Blitz, you should already have 1. I will give 1 to Rexam. I'll give 2 to Rexam. That leaves me with 1. Aren't you glad I've been hoarding all your healing potions?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Blitz, you should have 1, and I can take all of those away. I've got anti-venom. Does anyone want that?
Not since we're back on this continent.
Okay, I got some climbing gear. That could be useful. Thanks, looks like...
I've still got my return to hand daggers, haven't I? Ross.
Yeah.
As I don't know who would make best use of these now, because I won't be using them. Xantis or Xansk?
What?
It's a there's 5 daggers on a sleeve on your arm, and you just throw them and they return to your thing, and you just carry on throwing them.
I'm guessing those are dex based.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I might be able to use those unless Ansk wants them.
Xansk?
I mean, I think my hands will be busy casting.
That's where I thought you might be, and I just thought an unlimited number of weapons for you for now. Anyway, doesn't matter if you don't want to eat. It's fine.
So they
I'll
have
take them.
So there's probably a question we need to ask.
Hmm.
At what point do we call the Red Dragon?
You asked that just as silently.
I know. I realized as soon as I looked up.
You can discuss it and just bring him up to speed afterward.
Mm-hmm.
I think as soon as we've landed at least 2 or 3 palpable blows on it.
We realise, Zex realises Red Sam has wandered off. If we call the Red Dragon, we could make Red Sam's position where the dwarves was.
If they find out.
I mean, they're going to be there.
Last resort.
I don't want it to come in for a killing blow when we can take it out ourselves.
If we don't have the ability to finish it on our own, we call her as a last resort.
Well, the
If
idea
not-
was she would soften him up.
I thought she didn't want to come in and do the work. I thought
she doesn't want to come in when we can, for her to start it. But
right.
But she wants to come in so that she can take the glory, and more importantly, the treasure hoard.
But if you're planning on taking her out afterwards, it really doesn't matter anyway, does it? She can take the treasure hoard.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of what if we're going to take her out at the same time, then we want it to look like he's been hit a few times, so he's hurt, then bring it in, and then hopefully.
we need him to do as much damage to her as she does to him.
Exactly. And she's not coming in stupid.
Maybe she let you go.
I was escaping anyway.
Uh-huh.
Why are you, though?
In my head, I was.
Oh, I bet.
You want me to roll?
I bet
for
it was.
that?
I bet it was really cool. Yeah,
It
I bet
was.
it was really cool in your head.
From your gilded cage.
Yeah,
I was winning her over.
that was the coolest part about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, we could get the gilded cage installed in the tavern.
I could get that box as well. The one that I wrote this art is crap or something.
That's the gilded cage there. Oh no, that's not the gilded cage. Yeah, the toy box where you were kept. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we're still trying to decide on when we're going to be calling on the Red Dragon if we do Red Sam.
Mm.
Once Big Blue shows the colour of his scales,
I'm
anyone can be casting lightning magic. We need to see that it's Pogo.
Mm-hmm.
I can identify him.
If you
Also-
can identify him, then once we can tag him, bring in the Red Queen, bada bing, bada boom, we're done.
Red Sun, you would know that. You know that bringing in the Red Dragon will potentially be very, very damning for you if you're associated with it on top of being a heretic.
It's okay. I'm not going to be there with the horn, so I'm
Here's my
starting
next question:
against
Who
the
does
ballista.
have the horn?
Oh, should we do it for the person who's furthest away? Not that I'm throwing you underneath the cart.
I don't think so.
So someone there. I'll do it. I'll play the horn.
Wasn't the horn given to Azantis?
No.
Well, I tried, but it's way too big for me to carry. I want to say Zansk took it from me.
I absolutely
It was either Zansk. Okay.
Everyone
realizing
knows
this
that
isn't
Drow are doomed for all time anyway. I love you, Zansk. But
You know, I just realized how long has it been since Retsam has called Zansk Satan?
2 sessions.
Yeah.
It feels like a lifetime.
Hey, Zansk, are you going to be playing the horn?
I think it's... I mean, I can do it, you can do it. Either way, we're not going to be popular.
Well, I've got Gond on my side. No, I haven't.
Gond on your side. I don't think you
What?
have, mate.
I haven't.
What?
I've got.
I've been
got
checking out
my
your
one.
armor. Not a single gear in sight.
I've forgotten what my guy's called.
Goddard.
Goddard.
Custodian of fate.
That's
Custodian of fate, Ross.
I've disgusted
I'm
Ross so
so
much.
disappointed.
He's walked off.
I'm very disappointed.
I only met him twice.
You call yourself a paladin.
Not really.
Custodian of fate.
Motherfucker, you didn't.
Paladin.
You fucking didn't. How fucking dare you?
Sorry?
All this shit for you guys. You don't even remember your fucking god's name. What fucking prick.
Like I said, me and him are like that. Arthritic.
Oh,
At least I've been
shit!
rewriting, my god. I ignore what they're about, at least.
You know what?
In 2 weeks, come on.
Do you know what? Just for that. Good luck fucking smiting. No,
Take away his fucking inspiration.
no, I'm not going to rob him of that.
Damn it.
No, because it was pun-based inspiration, so he has to do a really bad pun to lose it.
Oh, okay.
I had.
In before any Pargo pun is the bad pun.
Pargo pun is best
red one
pun.
out,
Hmm?
and I will hand it to Blitz.
Sorry, what's that?
Sorry, what?
I will take the red one
Oh.
and hand it to Blitz.
Oh.
I may not be in a position where I can summon.
Oh,
If I have to change form, then
how you
I
supposed to
don't
blow a
really
horn?
have awareness so much.
That's all right.
I
I'll do
recognize
it.
you guys, but Alice might be a bit trouble.
It's all right. I'll blow a good tune on this. Right, don't worry. It will annoy him even more. Right, I'll strap on the horn somewhere.
Ooh.
Boromir
Yeah,
style.
So you're saying you got the horn?
Oh yeah,
Giggity.
it's a strap on. Come on.
It's what Cousins devolved into.
How can we get this on the internet without it being immediately flagged as 18 plus only?
We can flag as 18 plus any.
I mean, I know we are anyway.
So
but that's
far,
the point.
we haven't had anything explicit. This would be 15 plus.
Okay,
True.
fine. It's been implicit rather than explicit.
Yeah.
Although, if
Which-
this were the 80s, this would be PG.
To be fair, by today's censorship laws, it would be a 12A, not a 15, because it has to have 3 swear words in it for it to be classed as a 15, and we're currently on 2. So
Really?
Oh, what's the
Ooh,
third?
somebody's been
Glad you're counting.
counting, Stuart.
What's the third?
Do not cross.
But anyway, Alice is sat at the bar just looking very unsure about this and is looking to Retsam and then back to the party, back to Retsam, back to the party, and then to the horn, and to
Giggity.
Retsam.
I'll move the horn. What you looking at, girl? Right.
This has to be a last resort, I think.
I'll
Oh,
stop.
great. The bard's horny.
What bard?
He's not a bard either.
Apart from Alice, we're a
I'm just
group of
bad.
religious people nowadays.
This is true.
Literally,
Alice,
people
pleasure,
walk
man.
in to get drunk and they
Oh,
get
yeah,
a sermon
you
from
started
4
as a-
corners.
You weren't a bard. You were a warlock, weren't you?
I was.
Bacon a bard.
Fuck it. It was still funny.
I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
Well, you never entertained me.
And because you're the wrong gender.
You never asked my gender. I'm a dwarf.
Are you assuming his gender?
That's what it sounds like to me.
all I can see is beard.
Yeah.
Well,
Have you
I'm
never
looking
seen a
this
dwarven
way.
woman? No, because you make assumptions.
Their
Okay.
beards are longer than guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are
my
you Wrexham? What are you?
Please
I'm
just
your
say a dwarf.
BFF.
Please, you should just say a dwarf. I'm being done with it.
Right. How long has this conversation taken? Because I'm itching to go. Like
About 3.5 minutes.
bugger. Okay, so we've only got 5 hours to go.
I'm all for not actually calling the Red Dragon unless we really have to.
Okay.
Haven't
Agreed.
known you guys for long, but I kind of don't want to increase the chances of Retsam getting crucified.
I'm going to be right next to him.
It's a
Don't worry.
certainty anyhow.
Yeah, but there's like certainty and then there's double certainty. I don't want to make things worse for you unless we have no other choice.
Not sure that's how that works.
You really
mean-
don't sound like a dragon hunter right about now, Alice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to kill the bitch, but I don't want the whole party to die doing so. And I don't want you to be the only one that dies either. So,
To be fair, for Red Sam at this point, it's like the difference in how he's going to be executed. One for
Yeah.
the treason of being associated with the Red Dragon, or one for heresy. Crucifixion or hanging, drawing, and quartering. I mean,
or hung, drawn, crucified.
And then
Mix
quartered
the
for shits
two.
and giggles.
Yeah.
Or crispy
As long
fries.
It
as
would
the
be
people-
a mix of the two.
As long as the people I care about make it through this fucking ordeal, and that almost included you, Alice.
Almost.
Almost.
Trying to save your life, dude.
Even Blitz got in there. And have you met Blitz?
Yes.
Azantis looks nervous as shit and very, jittery, can't sit still. Is kind of slowly making her way towards the door.
Azantis, why didn't you help me load the barrels? We need to move the carriage down.
Okay, just give me something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Got a beer and the weapon ammunition.
I was going to say, can we load the weapon ammunition as well?
Mhm.
Otherwise,
Whoever
if
is
I
going
say that, you'll be
to
like,
whoever is going to
left
be
in the
loading
pub.
beer and weapon ammunition into the carriage, you may roll me strength checks.
You got it.
Can I help?
This may not have been the best thing to ask me to help with.
I
You
am
can hold
strict
the
rights
brakes
of it.
on the car.
Was that did you say check or save?
Check.
Not that it matters, they're both the same, and I'm really fucking bad at it.
That's right. Still are the same as Red Sun.
If you're near me, a save gets a plus. If you're near Blitz, save gets a plus.
But they're
Thankfully,
not
this isn't
saves.
saves.
The checks.
Yeah.
Why
Can
do
I
you
help?
think no spellcasts turned up recently? Saves for days? I mean, you can roll your own.
You sure about
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
that? If you see
Can
my
roll it,
checks,
but- Whether you
Yes, which is
succeed
why
or
you
not.
can roll it.
I try and help.
I mean, it's
Zance.
not
I
that
rolled
one.
a 3.
You really can't. You can't
I'm
get
not
the
good for the
kegs. You
things.
can't lift the kegs.
They're not
I'm
This is
sorry.
why I drink wine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you can lift a fucking wine bottle with a score like that, let's be honest.
Are you okay?
Zansk is trying desperately to pick up a keg, which you've got in both hands. Like, it's heavy, but you're pulling up.
Alice
my
will-
back.
Go out and help.
Listen, I'll push mine up and then I'll slowly get my arms around this one. I won't tell if you won't.
Okay. I did that whole, oh my god, my back.
Yeah.
I was doing it all morning.
Okay.
Alice comes out and she will attempt to help too.
Can I just tell people where to put stuff?
It's
Alex
okay.
is gonna
I got
join-
it.
Zansk in telling people where to put stuff.
Alice, you
Oh,
throw your
God.
back.
No, I help Zansk.
You and Zansk both throw your backs. You know how. You
Damn
now
it.
have to. You are forced to play supervisors.
You can do it, I believe in you!
Blitz. If you're attempting that, it would be the latter, and you'll need to roll me a dexterity check.
Alice, your voice echoes feebly around the den.
I know. I'm sorry.
You
She
very
tried.
crudely draw what you have requested.
Okay.
So as time passes, you guys, with some help from the other members of from the members of the other party and with Chris's help, you get the carriage loaded up with more beer than you realised you actually possessed, and enough ammunition that you're like, we're not going to run out.
I mean, but will we?
I mean, you might, given how badly you guys rolled last time. And as you realise, you check the time, you realise, oh, time has passed quite a lot faster than expected. You realise it's probably, if you want to get down there and prepped, get everything set up, now might be the time.
Mhm.
So you heading out then, guys?
Yep.
Keep rolling.
As we get closer to town,
Mhm.
I'm going to start to ritual cast something whilst I'm sat in the carriage.
The carriage is full.
On the carriage.
What, you ritual casting?
Skywrite.
Okay.
I'm holding it until we get there.
Once you hit the end of the 10 minutes, you have to cast, otherwise it goes.
Well, what I do now?
So it takes you a little while to get down to the bottom of to across the other side of the city, and then you go out to this open space that's been designated for your battle of the bards. The stage is set up. There is a reasonable sized grandstand that looks like it's been reinforced sufficiently. It's relatively well crafted. There is what looks to be like little boxes for, high value customers, shall we say, at the top. And the stage is covered in carpets as you left it. someone did construct a covering so the rain wouldn't, damage the carpets and make them unusable.
Did we
I think
replace the 2 we had to kill?
No, their tatters are still lying about the place. People didn't want to touch them.
And I think at this point, we don't care if the rest of them get ruined.
It's not like we're going to reuse them.
I mean,
Also, vendetta.
I mean, someone made a roof for your stage just in case.
It's nice of them.
Yeah, it was nice of them, but still, gotta burn this entire thing down after.
I mean, yeah, but why not? So, you guys have about maybe an hour or so until the dwarves start rocking up. There are a number of bards, including Filch, already here getting ready. The other members of Filch's party are looking around, milling about. You note there are a number of food vendors who've arrived, who look like they're getting ready with meals and things like snacks for, and there are people moving around, like people who are like taking out these, like they got the boxes, like sports events where they walk up and down the aisles selling food and things. Like those sorts of people are getting ready.
Can I sit in the middle of the stage and ritual cast Skywrite?
By all means.
I'll write in the sky, Battle of the Bards. Prize.
It's a Frostbrand, isn't it?
Frostbrand of Pargo.
Oof. Oof.
You might
Oof.
have just...
And I'm going to take the Frostbrand out and put it on my bag and put it on my belt.
Okay.
You might as well just write, "Come and find us, Pargo."
Wasn't that the reason why he was doing Skywrite?
Yes, literally that. So Claire, since you've undertaken that action, you can roll me a D100.
Okay. This will be for weather, though. 26.
Okay.
Also, what's the weather like?
It's raining.
Mm-hmm.
It's been raining for weeks.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter because I haven't actually prepped for lightning. Never mind.
It's been pointless against Parker as well, wouldn't it? Let me just hit you with your element. Ow, that sucked.
I haven't had that prep for weeks.
Because it's futile against the lightning dragon. Anyway, so there you are. You have time to move your carriage around. There's a grandstand is set up. Vendors and things are getting ready.
Alice, knowing there is very little she can do to actually help set up with a 0 strength, is just going to scale the grandstand, and she's going to sit cross-legged atop the grandstand, kind of looking towards the stage, not trying to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And Overwatch, bow next to her.
Is
That's
anyone in
Deathguard cast
blatant
his spell.
sapphire blue?
You've got people around. No one's in blatant sapphire blue. The people around at the moment are they're the staff. They're like the people who are making food and things like that. It's not. There's no masses yet. There's no people arriving. You notice a couple of people are beginning to trickle out of the city, curious as to what the Skywrite means. You also remember the literacy rates amongst the adult population aren't the greatest.
So that means only an educated dragon will really know what the fuck this means.
That, or there'll be one person in one of the undercity areas that actually finally goes somewhere where they can see the sky and goes, "I know what that means." And then we'll come out and get people to come out and see what's going on. You'll make a racket at some point. Please don't tell me you're writing "fuck you, Pargo" in big letters.
No.
Thank God.
Has
That was number 3.
Now we're at 15, guys.
I've said the F word 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like the Deadpool thing? You have to have, if you have someone swear 3 times, then it's...
Oh.
Oh. I thought you had to include the 3 different swear words people have a go at you about as a kid.
Oh, wow.
No, it's there are the swear words can be repeated, but it's 3 different swear words.
Oh.
Not in America.
Not in America, but
In America, you only get
said
one.
Shiplords are,
Depends on the movie.
So,
question.
answer.
Has Deckard cast his spell?
Not yet, no. He has walked or been sat on the back of one of the other wagons that the other party have been using. Oh, excuse me. And he's currently asleep. He is old.
I walk to Zara.
Who?
I have no idea what her name is.
You're going after the officious, noble-looking drow.
Yes.
Zalvarus is her
Yes.
last name. Her first name is Ilvindriel.
I will
Even
walk
I
up to
knew
her.
that.
We're not that informal.
Is it time that he started the party?
What, that I finally wake the old man up so he can cast that spell?
Mhm.
Believe it might be a prudent maneuver. Though,
Can I cast guidance on him?
by all means.
Zanx will kind of look at him and as he's waking up.
He's like,
Your history blesses you.
Does she? That's good. Wait. Where am I? Oh, I'm meant to be casting that nice spell, aren't I? That complicated one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I understand. I just need to... Shakes his head and pushes himself upright, pulls his stuff out, yawns. Well, that was a good nap. He walks around and lifts his hands. And you hear him begin to speak in a combination of languages. Most of which are foreign to you. Zance, surprisingly, a few words, though disjointed and poorly pronounced, from Undercommon do crop up, which surprises you. But as a few minutes pass, suddenly you see a second grandstand begin to form as the light bends and shifts, and suddenly you can hear cheering. And Deckard looks at you and says, "I will have to sit somewhere out of sight because I have to maintain the reactions of the crowd. So I essentially control the thing."
That is fine.
Good, I'll be over here. He walks to underneath the grandstand. That's all you hear from him as he sits back down, as he looks at the illusion he's just cast. And if you don't mind, says Avindriel, I will be going to find somewhere less than apparent to post up.
That's nuts. Thank you for your help.
You're more than welcome, though I will of course avoid dying here, as that would put a real...
Downer on the situation?
Well, it would make my plans less than agreeable.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of her party disperses. Alice, you're very aware that where you've sat at the very top of the grandstand of Volvox, the gentleman with the two swords is sat at the very bottom.
Okay.
Almost directly in front of you, just right down at the bottom of the grandstand.
Well, I mean, if he's underneath, at least I can't shoot him in the back.
Yeah, for the time being.
For now.
Yeah, don't shoot him in the back.
I will definitely be trying not to.
Yeah.
But nat ones are nat ones.
Yes. So, where would you all like to stand? People are here helping you unload the carts, and you note that there has been a stand set up for your tavern, and one of the elves is here. And they're hooking up beer taps and things. Surprisingly, they can lift the barrels with an upset, or the kegs with surprising ease.
Why am I surprised? I'm not racist.
All right. Throwing the words around like that.
Well, I am going to start off helping unloading Wanderer's Rest here, and then make my way towards the ballista towards the end of organization.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything? Or
I think Zansk is by the stage. He's telling people what to do and
Mm-hmm.
Alice is just keeping general overwatch, see if anyone vaguely suspicious arrives, what they're doing, that kind of thing.
As you know, increasingly there are people trickling out. There's a good number of dwarves appearing. They come in groups of 5 to 15, and you can just hear them as they walk up. You hear them going, beer, 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 bards, beer, beer, bards.
Bards, 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 tiddly bards, bards, bards.
Beards, 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 beards.
oh my god.
But yeah,
Right.
she will just keep an eye out, and if she does kind of spot anyone that might be suspicious, she will keep an eye on them.
Bar.
I'm actually going to rock out on the what's its name, so creating music and noise and all that kind of stuff, just to bring it more so.
There are a number of other local bards who are on the stage, like tuning instruments and things. So if you wanted to go and be with them, or
yeah, I'll be part of them.
Cool.
Loads of armor, and I'm playing around on an instrument.
In half plate armor, whereas they're all in like traveling clothes. Fair enough. So you note people are increasingly trickling in. Sorry, Beth.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't who squeaked?
Oh,
Well, I'll squeak
I
if you want.
said I think Xanthus would be doing something similar. She's not hovering close to the rest of her party, but she is just she's kind of pacing. Like, she'll check the stage, she'll go check something being unloaded or something being done, and she's always got an eye to the skies as well. So, like, she probably looks like she's doing something, but she's really not doing anything.
Fair. So increasingly the grandstands begin to fill as people are arriving, getting ready, as they've been promised a show. There are a good number of dwarves, and you know most of the dwarves remain on the lower levels of the grandstands. They don't want to go high up. A number of these dwarves, they're all armed, though. They're all carrying some sort of weapon or shield. Only a few of them are in like the heavier armor, and they stay off the grandstand entirely. But there are now people milling about. Snacks are being purchased. Food is being bought. Beer is flowing. And the bard's just about ready.
As I'm wandering around, I'm talking to like all the bards are getting ready, tell them like what order they're in, things like that. Is there anyone, like, I'm looking for signs that someone is
Not who they appear to be.
yes.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Oh no, not from my cleric sheet, because that's wrong. 17.
All these bards look very bard-like to you.
Fucking bards.
Goddamn bards, they're all the same.
Whoa. One of them isn't. Well, one of the fake bards is in half-plate armor.
Is that a blitz?
Yeah.
I think I knew that one.
But they all appear to be genuine. They're all tuning instruments. They're all focusing on that. As you're talking to them and arranging them, they nod to you. Yep, sure.
I'm showing them the sword, see if they react.
All of them go, it's pretty cool. Be something to tell a story about. None of them visibly react to your showing off a glowy blue-tinted sword.
Tell them the legend of Pogo the inadequate who couldn't keep hold of the sword.
I saw that eyebrow twitch, by the way, Ross.
Mm-hmm. Would anyone else like to go? So I'll just point out the grandstands aren't just dwarves. There are like people from the city of Freyhollow there. There's humans, there's Dragonborn, there's elves, there's Aarakocra, there's Kenku, there's even the odd like orc or half orc or two littered about the place. A few rather well-to-do looking individuals do appear. Alice and they see you in one of the boxes and they go, and move over to some of the other sides. You have conveniently stolen the prime seat of the house in the central booth at the top.
She's on top of the grandstand. She sat on top of the grandstand. She scaled the back of the grandstand.
Okay. In which case they don't see you, and you can hear them though. Like you hear the difference in accent. Like the voice is that noticeable posh drawl, but you hear it in a variety of languages. But you get the same aristocratic drawl. The nobles have turned up.
What languages do I hear it in?
You hear the drawl in Common, Draconic, Elven. You hear some what might have once passed as Dwarven, but it's wrong somehow.
I mean, she understands all of it then.
Yeah, you do hear some quiet words in language you don't understand.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like a variant on Elven.
Okay.
So,
Zansk realizing
mm,
that we've never agreed how we were actually going to kick off the Ballad of the Bards.
the Battle of the Bards, yes.
A queue of bards, first one comes up, then we taunt Pogo.
You didn't have a master of ceremonies, you don't have a conductor.
Yeah. Zansk will look to Xantis.
Or the ultimate bait. Oof. Oof.
You didn't find a master of ceremonies, did you?
I didn't.
Who
think
needs an
about this
MC?
until, like, just now.
Who needs a DM? Am I right?
Okay, I am the DM now.
No, you're not. We don't need a DM.
Yeah,
All
that's why
right.
I've taken over.
Oof. Ouch.
Well,
I mean, it's either you or Blitz or me.
I mean, you could do fine. People know you around here.
I'm going to walk up behind you and start
It's
ushering you on
lovely.
stage. You can do this.
Crookedly. I'm really much more better
Which person are
organized.
you ushering? Sorry, Blitz.
As that is, obviously.
Damn it! No!
And then there'll be
Oh,
a
I
final
don't
shove and she'll go floundering onto the stage. Hey!
Yeah, there's
In my
some of that slapstick humor to get us started, right?
You hear how the dwarves go, slapstick.
Can I, play a little bit on my flute and it like conjure a stick and whack a dwarf in the head with it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure those illusions aren't physical, but you can certainly do that. You play
Okay.
your flute and like this stick just comes up and Magna dances up to a dwarf and just goes to slap him.
Yeah.
And the dwarf
Yeah.
just recoils back just out of reach and goes, slapstick. I get it. It's a pun.
Yeah. Yeah.
A few people go, yeah.
People, everybody, yeah, all right.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy on Xantis?
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Repeated.
Actually, I probably have that. So are we still getting prepared, or are people actually like showing up to sit down?
The stands are almost full.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's time to
Not just
start.
dwarfs, but all manner of
There's so many more
But you're not
guys.
paying attention to Xantis.
You can't keep putting
Nope, I literally wasn't.
You've logged into the boss fight now, motherfuckers.
Holy shit.
The save point was like half an hour ago.
Save point. Sorry, you don't understand. This is the school of Dark Souls. There's no save point. You might live with less.
Thank
Yep,
you, Dark
yep.
Souls.
I don't play Dark Souls. Ross, remember that I am going to be seeing you again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the enemies refill behind you in Dark Souls. It's terrifying.
Nothing
Yeah,
is
Dark
safe.
Souls.
Nothing is sacred.
Dark Souls is pretty awful.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't play games like that.
such a good game though.
Brutal. Right. So,
Okay.
guys,
Um,
Xantis, you're on stage. Some people laughed at your joke. Now your voice booms significantly louder as you realise someone has cast Thaumaturgy on you like a dick while you weren't
I
paying
give you a
attention.
thumbs up.
okay. You guys like that?
Oh, really?
Not you. Shut up.
Don't judge me.
Shut up.
A voice comes up from that. We didn't hear the pun. We just saw a stick zap a dwarf.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
And you still laughed, you.
Yeah, but it's not a tall order, is it?
Nice one. So I'll play again and I'll look like I've got something in my hand, throw it to the ground, and smoke explodes from it. And I'm gonna do like dancing lights, maybe.
Roll me a performance check.
I can do that. 15?
A lot of a number of people go, hey, as you smoke bomb and then lights appear.
Okay.
People don't often see magic overtly displayed like that, so they're like, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I will continue to play, and I'm gonna try to get to the back of the stage as the smoke starts to settle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna motion for any one of the bards who's standing nearby to get up on stage.
Okay. You hear a, yeah, I got this, as Filch, like, cartwheels onto the stage like a badass.
I'll continue to play unless he busts out an instrument.
He, literally out of nowhere, like, just flips up and, like, this loop just appears in midair, like, end over end over end. He just catches it, and he will set off with his performance.
Okay. And I'll...
And
basically, I'll jump off the back of the stage. I'm sure there's stairs back there, so I'll get off the stage and let him do his thing.
There aren't.
That's fine. Fuck it.
As Filch literally sets the bar really high as he nat 20s his performance check for this.
Holy shit.
He outright, like, gets people going. Like, he plays the crowd. Like, where you've been getting people interested in what might come, he's now playing the crowd to get people hype. Like... yes, people like him.
Okay.
Everyone else off the stage, you see Xantis do her bit, depart, and then you see Filch rock on. Like, it's like a rock concert suddenly. Like, careful use of thaumaturgy, some fireworks go off. Like, he's having none of it. Like, he's going to win this because he wants to.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes pass, and you guys can also see, like, vendors going up and down, but weaving between rows of people as they cheer. You can see, like, a couple of the more heavily armoured dwarves milling about. As Filch is going, like a small pit of people, like dwarves at the front, begin, like, moving back and forth.
Started a mosh pit.
Yep.
The dwarf pit!
Dwarven mosh pit, my god.
Yep. More beer goes as you see, like, the elves and some of the other members of staff from the tavern, like, changing kegs very quickly. Some of you are sat, like, on the ballista, like you're bopping along to the tunes. The bards then swap out as Filch skips over to one of them and just high-fives and goes, "Tag, you're it." And the show continues.
Whilst the show continues,
Mm-hmm.
Zansky's find a place to sit,
Mm-hmm.
and I will cast Locate Creature.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Roll me the spell card. And then mark off the spell slot.
It really wasn't.
Fuck you and your spell slots, man.
Ross gets confused because why
She
have
counts
I got one of these
up.
cast up? Go down.
You cast...
I've richly cast every spell until I got here.
Yeah, you need to double check whether or not that uses spell slots for you as a druid.
It doesn't.
Some of them do. Some casters it does. It pings. It's within 1,000 feet.
Mm-hmm. Where?
You don't know that.
I think it gives
You
me
know the
no
direction. Yeah. It's probably based on the direction in, like, either in the vicinity.
You sense the location. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you.
You know the direction of it. You sense the direction of the creature's location, the direction to the creature's location.
Direction
like,
is
it's
the
like-
caveat there.
Which way?
He's in the performing area. Like, he's in this area.
Okay.
Like, you didn't overtly describe where you were sat, so I can't overtly
I
describe
am
where.
sat probably behind the stage.
Well, in which case your brain pings toward the grandstand. Like, if you're sat behind the stage, you've got the whole stage and then the grandstand, so it
Yeah.
pings in that line. So he's here.
So he's not...
He's here,
Okay.
is what you'll get it. And he's moving. It's almost like he knows you can cast this. It's now moving around
Mm-hmm.
specifically to fuck with you.
We'd have no idea I could cast this. Because only
Apart
ever
from the
cast
fact
this
he's
once
a spellcaster and knows a lot of spells.
before. He's a druid.
No, but Loki Creature is not just a druid spell.
Zansk will get up, keep concentration, walk over to Azantis. I think it is time we showed everyone what they're getting between next part.
What do you mean?
He just tilts his head towards the direction he knows Pargo is.
Is he here?
I just tilt my head again.
Okay. I will kind of, out of the corner of my eye, glance in that direction.
You're glancing over the stage and toward the grandstand. The whole of this performance area is between... The whole, area is ahead of you. He
Okay.
could be anywhere here.
Okay. Where are She walked away.
Took off her headphones still.
Sorry, Russ was going to let him back in.
Where are the others? Azantis asks Xanth, where are the others?
I think I was going to go see if I could find Alice.
You can
but
see Alice from where you're stood. She's
I know.
sat on top of the grandstand.
He's
She
saying
waves.
nothing. But Red Sam is by the bard because going to check in on him first.
Of course.
Why don't you keep things moving?
Okay.
And I'll go on the back, and when I come back, we can show people what the prize is. Zansky is going to start walking towards Red Sam, noting where Pargo is at all times as he moves.
Your locate dart pings toward the grandstand as you move.
He's then going to start to walk towards Volvox.
It's still pinged toward the grandstand.
Yeah.
Behind Volvox, on the grandstand somewhere.
As he does, he's going to look up at Alice and then look down.
Alice, roll me a perception check to see if you get what Zansky's trying subtly to potentially try and indicate to you. You see Zansky is looking at you and then at Volvox and then somewhere in the grandstand, like he's scanning the grandstand.
Okay.
You don't have the best line of sight for hitting the target
Yeah.
grandstand.
I'm going to wander up and talk to Volvox for a little bit.
He looks at you. Hello.
How's your afternoon?
I mean, these dwarves are very loud.
Yes. But there you have a good view. Maybe
What
you get a
stage,
better view higher up. Shall we check?
Yes, he says, clearly pegging it, but not being very charismatic, not able to lie. I believe that is a good idea.
We're going to wander up the grandstand. See if
Oh
we
my
can get
God.
Volvox a better view.
You walk up the grandstand, your locate creature radar is going,
Ping, 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 ping.
yeah, it's going,
Why?
danger, danger.
Why do I have a high voltage? Why do I have a sneaking suspicion said dragon is in the top box directly below Alice?
Because that would be savage.
Can Zansk peg that?
Pardon?
Will Zansk, eventually, as they walk up,
As
he's
you're
going to
walking
realise...
about halfway, you get the impression Barbara is walking down the grandstand and one of the other aisles.
Can I...
The thing is that you can't make out any figures
Mhm.
doing that between varying heights of individuals and the movement and the number of people moving up and down.
Okay.
And you just can't, even with your great perception score, it's impossible.
Okay. I'm going to
It's
take
like
his
looking,
arm.
yeah, it's like looking into the ocean
I'm
and seeing
going
a
to
drip.
look into Vox.
Volvox of something looks very uncomfortable.
Uh-huh. Tough.
I don't. Please don't
It's
touch
fine.
me. Please
Trust
don't
me.
touch me. Please don't touch me. Please let go.
This way.
Where are you
I'll
going?
start walking down again. I guess it's not as good from down here as it was from down here.
What are you doing?
Excuse me?
What are we doing?
We're walking back.
Why are we walking up?
Because what we're looking for is no longer up.
That sounds like a personal problem. He walks down the steps.
Humans are crude.
Rude.
That too. I'm going to wander
Mm-hmm.
and get to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my radar?
Pinging. Back up.
That's fine.
It's like someone can spot you in a crowd because you're a drow, and they're not a drow. You don't know what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It does ping behind you, and then it's suddenly not behind you. It's odd. It passes. It's almost like it passes over your shoulders and then away. It's like he's now walking not up and down, but left to right on the grandstand.
Okay, I'm gonna start to walk off and leave Bovox there.
Okay. It's almost like by moving the way you have, Pargo's definitely now pegged.
That I'm tracking. That's fine. I'm gonna wander back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look to Blitz. We need to piss him off. He's in the grandstand.
For those in the podcast, Clive's face just lit up.
Zenski's gone to the right person.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Is someone playing on stage?
Yes, there is a
I'm just going to run on and push him off. Boy, go!
A smaller bard, like a gnome, was reciting poetry. You walk up, you just pick him up and just yeet.
I'm in my play. Now this is heavy metal, right? Inspiration. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to bard out all over the stupid dragon Pargo, whose sense of what was it, notoriety and whatever is just shite. Lost a sword to an elf. No, an axe to an elf. No, what was it? Frostbrand, yeah. And just go off on sort of like how if I was a dragon, I would basically kill myself because I was useless. And I have a stupid accent that I can't keep going or can't keep up.
The Loki creature stops going left to right.
Mm-hmm.
It's sat in the middle of the grandstand.
I give a thumbs up to Bliss.
Which will inspire me even more so.
Roll me a... Do you know what? Roll me... What do I give this? This is like... I can't give you Intimidate. I can't give you Persuasion. George, give me a general charisma check, and I think if you... do you have to roll it? No, it'll still give you advantage.
And I'm using my what's-its name at the moment, so just my charisma.
Yep.
Ooh!
Holy shit!
Oh, yes.
Zansk. Mm-hmm. In that moment, you look up at into the grandstand, and you note, stood about halfway up the grandstand, is a little girl in a blue dress, holding in front of her a box of hot dogs. The hot dogs are just dropped.
I think that worked.
And in that moment, as you see the box go down, you see she just disappears underneath the grandstand, just almost like they just slid through the solid wood. And all of you can roll me initiative.
Wait a minute, did anybody react to the little girl just all of a sudden falling through the floor?
A number of people didn't. People are looking at the bard that is just essentially dissing a major dragon.
Oh, okay.
They're like, what the hell is going on? Wow.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Holy shit!
Might I just say, Ross, fuck you.
Yeah, just get that out of the way.
We're not done yet. Trust me.
Those initiative rolls, though.
Dude, we both rolled nat 20s. Look at
Claire.
that shit. Claire rolled a 19.
What I did? I rolled an 11.
Or, no, Witchmouth rolled a 19, I'm sorry.
We all did really well.
Yeah.
And then Claire.
Right. Right.
I'm concentrating on a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I still know where he is, though, right?
Excuses.
You do. Give me 1 second, guys. I now have a lot to roll, so bear with me just a tick, guys. Oh, you guys might hate me in a second. I just saw Pargo rolled.
Ross,
if I didn't already.
Hate and love you at the best of times and the worst of times.
And once I finished roll, so sure, I'll just add this here for the moment.
I need to go get my duvet.
Don't play with my heart, Ross. Just don't.
Look, I'm just going to leave Pargo here. So, Alice, you rolled a 27. Zantz, what did you roll again? It was 11. Wow, you rolled like shite, mate.
Thanks.
Blitz, you're welcome. I rolled 21. Xantis, you got a 24.
Yeah.
Red Sam, you got a 17. And Pargo rolled a 23.
Oh.
So, in that moment,
Whiskey for the shit.
this Xansk, you watch this girl just essentially drop down as you've made awkward eye contact with them. They slide down, and then there's a single moment where, as Blitz takes a breath, you guys hear a roar, and the grandstand explodes upwards in a flurry of wood and blue scales.
All right.
Found them.
Alice.
For fuck's sake.
Oh no, Alice.
Alice.
Oh my god.
Can I attempt to dex the shit out of this?
Alice, you are hurled from your perch. As for everyone else, the grandstand detonates in splinters and people being thrown everywhere.
Oh my god.
You do also see Volvox soaring through the air as he was walking down before he was pitched sideways. So, now I do actually need to put the other party on this as well. So I just add other party for the time being.
Can I acrobatics this to not die?
It's going to be a dex save as you're about to hit the ground hard.
I can work with that. Do I happen to hit the ground within 15 feet of Red Sam or Blitz?
No.
God damn it.
How far away is Alice from me?
You don't see her. You're behind the stage. You're the other side of the stage from us. You've got the stage, Santis, then Blitz, who stood in front of you, then the now detonating grandstand. So you just see people and wood going everywhere. No.
My DM inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do apologise. I wanted to be by the ballista.
Mm-hmm.
Why you're by the bar?
I moved from setting up to the ballista because that's where I was useful.
Oof. An 18 though, actually. An 18 will do you a solid.
I want to Superman pose it, or superhero pose this.
You take 11 points of bludgeon damage as you bounce off the floor.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That is...
But you don't land on your ribs, you don't land on your neck. You sort of land and roll, and you're able to use the momentum to hoist yourself back to your feet. You do notice, however...
Bow still in hand?
Your bow is nowhere to be seen.
No!
You can hear it in the back of your mind going,
yeah, there you go.
You dropped me.
Where are you?
It's just like, I think I landed on a dwarf.
How many dwarves are there that in my...
How high can you count?
I have two hands.
Yeah. Red Sam and everyone else, you see just people and wood hurled everywhere. Essentially, people start hitting the ground, and some of them landing with sickening cracks, and you hear them gurgle in pain as like they break arms, legs. Unfortunately, you do see a number of people land in that one way that is going to cause the maximum fatality possibility.
Right,
and you hear snaps.
Neck snap.
Yeah, and you hear that people stop, like you hear that crack, and then a wet rip, and people don't move anymore.
Oh, God.
And there is a giant fuck-off blue dragon stood where the grandstand was.
Blitz!
Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Alice, as we're in initiative order, Alice, it is your turn. However, with 5 minutes to the hour, that is where we're going to stop.
Damn it!
Ooh.
No! Oh!
We can stay up.
Mm-mm. No, we can't.
Yes,
I'm going to finish.
No, we can't.
Nope, I need to finish my beer and go to bed.
But...
Oh, man. I'm
Trying to decide if he's sleeping on the couch or not.
I remember when I was Ross's age and a beer would just be the start of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
I've been nursing this beer all game.
So you should go longer.
Nope. Oh no, cutting off here leaves you guys with a whole week to stew on the fact that
I don't know, me and
how many innocent people just died
Ross, I cannot speak to my affection for you as a person.
I see your middle finger, so
I think
have
we should
many
carry
fingers.
on.
no, I'm afraid, guys.
I couldn't see. I feel it seemed like everybody who was like flying was farther than 60 feet away from me since I was at the back of the stage. So Featherfall would have been useless.
Yeah, you're far enough away. Unfortunately, that is the case.
Yeah.
And even then, you have to have line of sight, and the amount of debris, other bodies, you would not have seen Alice.
Yeah.
Even if you tried.
Well, I mean, like, even just for other people, because I can catch up to 5 people, but even that, I think it would have been, like, it would have been, like, distracting enough that I wouldn't have been able to effectively do anything with it.
You're then catching 5 people right in front of a blue dragon.
Yeah.
At that point, anyone who survives this initial throw, you're better off than standing up on their own power and running the fuck away.
Yeah.
Than landing gently or going, what the hell was that? Or landing like softly on their stomachs, then having to push themselves up and look around and go, oh, that's actually a dragon.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Because then they go to your half movement, and it's like, oh, I'm dead.
God.
Oh God.
And so to give you guys very briefly, Pargo looks different, and I'll leave it at that. Until next
Fuck
week.
off.
Hang on. When you say he looks
Fucking
different,
excuse me.
what do you mean? You can't just say, "Oh, he looks different." Bye.
No, I'm pretty sure he can say
I know
that,
I
and he
can.
just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
still
puts
going with
rules
my
on
role.
Ross? Jeez, other than the voice of Ross.
God.
Yeah.
I can do that, and I am doing that. Pargo
Yeah.
is not as he was last time you faced him.
Really?
Mhm.
We level up, he levels up. This is how this works,
You mean he's
bitches.
uglier?
He
Yeah.
is uglier, yeah, basically.
I imagine that he's snarling rather than being all French and coy as he was in coquettish.
It was Spanish, thank you.
According to
Is that what that
whom?
was?
He sounded French to us.
Yeah, it's very.
So,
I mean, El
okay.
Magnifico sounds pretty Spanish to me.
Everyone who thought that Pargo was French, raise your hand.
I'm sorry, this meeting is over. But
Right.
genuinely, good luck.
I
Can't
have
believe you're doing
I
that.
have a horrible plan.
I've got an
You
even
know-
worse one.
You know, Russ, I haven't said this to you in a long time. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you,
Fuck
Ross.
you.